was saying something normal. You interrupted me.
You just said the F
That
slur.
didn't. I did not say
That's
it. You
only
interrupted me
available
while I was talking.
to those who get the audio version, I guess.
Did I press go? There's all kinds of great stuff on the
There's
audio
all kinds
version.
of great
always,
stuff on there.
Always that you miss out if you don't listen to the show twice.
Discussion of Dune's homophobic themes.
And you were saying you agreed with that.
I think David Lynch was being a little homophobic with Dune, which is fine. It's kind of great to have just a.
When he pulls his heart out in Dune, when he pulls his heart plug out,
Yeah.
who do you identify with in that scene?
I identify
It's
with the
not a
guy
trick
ripping the
question.
heart plug out. I'm like, I want to have a little twink boy and just rip his fucking heart plug and shove him against the wall. That's fun.
That's really, that's how you know how spoiled that guy is.
Which
because
guy?
he can just like you think watching
Baron?
you watching the movie, you're like, man, I'd have to really bust my ass to get like some kind of twink slave, and he's
Right.
just discarding them like it's nothing. God, I never even thought
Kid
about it.
comes
like
in
that.
and just like puts some all the kid's doing is arranging the metal flowers, which I don't know why you would ever need to do that more than once. But he's like, oh,
It's a trick.
Oh God, I hope that big fat guy doesn't float over here and rip out my heart plug. And then here he comes.
Does the AIDS make him float? Is it space AIDS?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's
space AIDS.
It's definitely space AIDS all over his face.
See, we should review movies like that.
I would
That's a
absolutely
good
watch the
movie to
David Lynch
review.
Dune again. I have a great time with that movie. And I will admit that when I watch that movie, I go, the guy having the most fun is the Baron. No one is having
David
as
Lynch one?
Yeah, everybody else is like,
What about the little daughter? You will suck
she's having fun too. She's having
something.
a kind of demonic fun, but
Yeah.
when my brother comes to power, you will see. You're like, oh, this is fun.
I wish they could do that on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Like every, once an episode. Oh, kill you. Like, oh, wow. Okay.
And that is our
ready?
review of the movie Dune by David Lynch. R.I.P.
Fuck. This is where the stickiness is relocated.
Oh, you have a sticky situation.
Yeah, that's why I've got cleaning products in here.
Do you do wet wipes?
In general?
Yeah.
I try not to. I have them in the house, but I don't really like them.
You don't like the
I find
Clorox
them-
wet
No,
wipes?
I find them inherently wasteful and like targeted at women, so I don't like using them. I will use a spray bottle of multi-purpose cleaner with bleach and paper towels.
Yeah, but
And I will not use the paper towels for
bleach
my
on
face.
every surface.
That is the intent of what I'm doing. Is
right.
bleaching it up.
I don't think you need bleach
BWC,
for a little
baby.
spill. You take a little Clorox wipe.
And just and then you're dicking around with that like weird anus.
Yeah,
That just
I
shits
do.
out.
That little plastic anus is a frustrating. Have you ever tried to pull the thing through the anus and got your fingers stuck in the anus? Finger is what I used, of course. Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from trans-military bands to action movie old mans. From Rydog, really bad job you did there,
Close.
Rydog.
Close.
Trans-military bands to action movie old bands. Action movie old bands.
From old action mans to banning the trans.
There you go. You
Something
got
like
punched
that.
up. Boom, boom, you got punched up.
Something you gotta
Ba-ba!
say it out loud is what I would recommend.
Say it out loud.
Say it out loud.
I've helped many a young rider give up with that advice.
It really
You
that
see
is
this
the most
first
important
paragraph?
advice.
Read that whole thing out loud.
Yeah,
Go to a bar and read that to somebody and see what they say.
you're gonna have a bad time.
Speaking of the 1-2 punch, here we go, Vito. Are you ready for this?
I'm very excited.
Are you
I'm
excited
very
for
excited.
this? Look at this, sir. I'm bringing it up now. Look at this. The majesty.
This is writing. This is scripting. This is storytelling.
This is the magic of ISOM 3, now available. I think you can still get it. They might still have some copies left.
This is incomprehensible.
This is the preview from
when you
ISOM 3.
posted this, I was like, how? I had a comment. You probably saw my tweet recent where I'm like, every time I go, are we being too hard on Eric July? Somebody shows me something. I go, I can't. You can't be hard enough on this guy.
He belongs in prison.
Yes.
He belongs in prison with his kind.
For those of you listening to the
Gangbangers.
Yes. Well, for those of you who are listening to the audio version of the podcast, what are we looking at here, Dick?
We're looking at a sneak peek of ISOM 3. It came out today for your pay pigging.
The campaign came out today. The comic will not be delivered until August.
And it's an action scene from ISOM 3 where ISOM is in a fight with two white
regular
men. And the one henchman has punched ISOM with his right hand and has extended himself.
He's attempted
and
a
ISOM
punch.
has moved out of the way, which
Quick
is cool.
dodge.
And then in the very next panel, the guy has apparently pulled his same right hand back and again thrown a punch. And this time, the three men are in the same exact spot.
ISOM is still dodging, so I guess that's a second dodge. Like he
yes,
came back
because
up.
his shoulders are different.
Yeah, so he came back up,
Wow.
and then he dodged again.
And then he went, wow.
So there's just one guy repeatedly punching, and the second time...
It's going to be explained in the comic. It's Right Hand Man. They call him... That's his funny name, this is my right hand man. Like, why? Because you trust him? No, because he throws a mean right hand. And every one of his fights is just boom, 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 boom. All he does is throw rights.
Really
he's
quick,
so
too.
fast at throwing right hooks and jabs and uppercuts that nobody can defeat Right Hand Man.
His arm comes back up so quickly that he attempts a second punch and then punches the guy behind.
He punches the guy behind ISOM.
Even though the normal way to plot this, of course, would be to show him to punch, and then in the next thing...
No. One punch, miss, other punch, bam, right in the face.
Okay, if the left
there
one,
you
you're
go.
saying
One
go from the
pause.
left one.
Two, boom.
Sure. Not...
Nobody's ever punched one.
Well, it kind of seems like the intention was to show that ISOM dodged the punch and then it hit the guy behind him, but that doesn't work because in the first panel
he's already thrown the punch.
The punch is
though.
already gone. Yeah, it's not still traveling. So
it's like in baseball. You show, one strike and then the next panel, boom, another. Like, is that the same swing?
That's exactly how you telegraph that. I was gonna say,
wow.
Yeah. So the ISOM 3 campaign is up. It suffers from what I predicted, which was
bad quality.
Bad quality. It's suffering from that. It's also suffering from the fact where I said, so ISOM 2, he goes to hell and fights the minions of Satan.
Yeah.
ISOM 3, he comes back and fights a low-level drug dealer kingpin guy.
Because fentanyl is worse than Satan.
Because, the climax of the action is usually you go to hell and meet Satan. And
hard
then,
to come back from that.
Yeah, the climax should be, and then you come back and you fight a regular guy.
It's also misprinted. That was the big...
That's a different book. That's a different book.
Oh, that's a different book?
That is Blood Ruth is misprinted. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen it. Well, let's cover that later. No, let's cover that later.
Later we will have to take a look at... Well, it's not Hold on.
Oh, no,
I
it's
have
misprinted.
to correct you.
No, it's misprinted.
According to the Great Eric July, this is a
charade.
very intentional, creative decision.
Obviously, it's
to
not.
print the book wrong.
You know how in the Playboy centerfold, you can look at her head and neck and one of her boobs on one page, and then you flip the page and look at the rest of her?
Yeah.
They call it the centerfold. Remember?
That's what I love.
Everybody loves the Playboy
you see the
centerfold.
head, and then you flip it over, and there's some boobs, and you flip back to look at the head again.
Yeah, because you want to see a lot of the woman. So you do it like you put half of her on one page.
Well, you don't want to spoil it all at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to have the head, and then honestly, a centerfold,
and you got to count it so it starts on a odd numbered page. So you have to flip it. You don't want it both on the same page.
That would be crazy. That would be insanity.
Okay. Ready?
I am ready.
ISOM 3, everybody. Warm up your credit cards and get ready. Old movie action heroes was the big winner.
Oh, I actually won.
You did, and then Canada.
I saw some comments fighting with you about Canada
from gay
guys, yeah,
Canadians. I mean,
I saw more comments. Oh, I should have brought these in. I hope you brought some in.
I just sort by top, and then I bring in until I get bored.
Yeah, but I saw. So after the show, I like to check what people are saying on Reddit.
Sure, that is where you would go.
Well,
Reddit.
Where I would go, there happened to be a thread that was saying, "What's up with Richie Rich and his napkin problem?" And you were on the Reddit arguing with guys about napkins, saying
these guys are retarded. These guys are retarded.
Everyone's saying to you, they're like, "Listen, Mr. Ivory Tower, down here on the ground, we've got paper towels and we love them."
Yeah.
And you're telling them they're never going to get laid because they don't have napkins?
No wonder you guys don't get laid.
No wonder you guys don't get laid.
You think they're giving out gold at McDonald's? You think they're shoving in like if paper towels were a suitable substitute, McDonald's would be shoving shop rags into their to-go bags. Okay?
I want to go on the street. I'm going to grab a camera, just ask some random women. If you go to a guy's house and he doesn't have napkins, how do you feel?
Red flag. They don't like that.
I want to find out.
Like that. You shouldn't like that.
I don't care. What, from a guy or a girl?
I know you don't care. That's the point. That's the point.
When I go to a girl's house, I got to check if she's got napkins.
You shouldn't like using paper towels. Napkins are better and they're cheaper. They're made for eating.
Paper towels
are made for cleaning up spills.
A perfect roll. It's like you can always find it. Napkins, you got to stack them up, and then like they start blowing away, or like
they don't start blowing away.
You got to find
they're making that up.
If you got a fan running,
you shouldn't have a fan running all day.
Why shouldn't you have a fan running? I like air circulation. I got the fan running. The napkins are blowing. I mean, I'd rather just
get a little holder for your napkin.
A perforated sheet. It comes
with
disgusting.
A holder. You guys are using your laziness and your slovenliness and declaring that you're proud of that and that I'm the weird one for having napkins.
I can't wait till you write.
Napkins are cheaper.
I can't wait till you write another book for men. Oh, get some napkins and don't forget to put doilies on the table.
Don't forget doilies. You should have a placemat. It will make cleaning up easier if you have a placemat.
Sure.
Look, doing the absolute minimum or below the absolute minimum, which is what paper towels are, is not the secret. It's not the way to get to life.
The absolute minimum, I would think, is keeping the napkins from the fast food bag and just putting them in the.
No, that's at least having some forethought.
No, that's the.
One thing of napkins. 300 napkins will last you a whole year, you fucks.
Whenever I go to the coffee shop, I do steal some sugar packets for the house, though. How do you feel about that practice?
I don't care about that. That's fine. Steal whatever you want.
Steal whatever you want.
Don't give me this Richie Rich shit.
I mean, you're the guy who gave me shit about getting my laundry done, and then it turns out you pay a lady to come do it. That's the same thing.
No, because mine actually comes every 3 weeks. I don't believe that you do laundry in an appropriate amount of time.
Every 3 weeks, I put the bag outside, and a guy picks it up.
I think you're wearing clothes twice. That's what worries me about. That's what worries me about your laundry.
Sometimes
that's what my secret thinking is.
I might wear a shirt like after like a week, you throw the hammer, you pull it back out. It's not a huge deal.
That's a huge deal.
Whatever.
That's as bad as the napkins. You should be wearing a shirt 0.8, 80% of the day. If you wear it,
okay.
If you take it off, not a full day, 80%, 75 to 80%. If you take it off, it's off. Unless you have one of those things where you don't stink. And you don't have
stink.
That.
I take so many baths. Okay, how stinky am I really?
Is there an 8-ball?
No. Tell me if
I'm. You want me to read a tea leaf for you?
I stunk that one time because I had been cleaning my bathroom. And
everybody
I pulled all
stinks.
that rotten weight.
You can't tell me you do the show and you don't stink during the show.
I stink a little bit, but
I'm sweaty in here.
Yeah, it's sweaty in here, but I don't stink more than any normal person.
But then you got to take those clothes and throw them in the trash afterwards. after that sweating.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Okay. Tony from Hack the Movies. I'm not trying very hard, says Vito. Quick scope, Dick. My napkins are useless. Vito, use paper towels. They're better. Wrong version of there. Dick, paper towels? What are you doing with your life? I'll stick to my shitty napkins. It's just the decorative napkins, you stupid asshole, who can't use the correct there.
But they're all bad. You should just use paper towels.
Camera. I can't believe Vito is blaming all the Super Killer delays on his artist. I couldn't believe that either.
Horrible thing.
Ryan HW. Vito talks like Super Killer's already released, crashed, and burned, and he's having a retrospective on how it happened.
I'm not doing that, actually. You keep doing that.
I just want to know what happened.
I just
like
come
Jurassic
on here,
Park
and I'm
2.
like, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. And then all the tourists got eaten.
All the tourists got eaten.
So I'm like, what's going on here?
I think we're finalizing in the next couple weeks. Everything's...
You're starting it.
I know I'm starting it. No, but it really is
finalized what?
It is the finish line. We're finalizing the colors, finalizing the letter.
You can see on some races, you can see the finish line before you even start.
That's
Did
true.
You know that?
Speaking of races, we should watch Cody's race at one point. Did you see
where
that?
He just decided to crash his
the
car?
Timcast car into a wall.
If he was driving the Cybertruck,
if he was driving the Cybertruck car, it wouldn't have happened. The Cybertruck car would have hugged the track.
Yeah.
The problem was
it's a frog because it sticks.
Yeah,
Cody class is slimy.
Cody already has
gay,
this like
light.
Oh, who's late?
Timcast.
Yeah, the Timcast car.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Fox doesn't even know. They're like, and today the Timecast car crashed into the
Timecast.
wall. You're like, take that, Tim. Paid all that money for branding. It doesn't even do anything for you, you idiot.
Don't say that. Then he's going to stop.
What, Timcast?
Yeah.
No, he's too much of a dummy to not. What was I going to say? Shit.
Way to go.
Completely
Way
blew
to
it.
go.
I completely. Oh, no.
You're
the
like
problem-
Camelot, blowing it right at the beginning of the race.
The problem that Camelot has is that he's already got kind of like I think on the track, there's like some guys who are like, oh well, this guy's like a YouTuber, he's just being paid to be here. He's not a real racer or whatever, So he's already got like this stigma he's got to fight against. But
what are you talking about?
That I think he's like, I think there's like guys out there who've been doing it longer and they look down on him, so he's kind of got an uphill battle there.
Yeah.
But then he did the after race interview. Did you see that video?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so in the after race interview, they're like, so what happened there? And he gives like a good explanation. He's like, the car went weightless. I lost control. There was really nothing I could do.
Yeah.
And he went, but it was kind of fun. And you're like, bro, you just like crashed everybody's car. That's like they've been preparing for this race for weeks.
Fuck
That's
'em.
hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage.
I thought
He's
it was
like,
great.
That was a good time, dude. Even the NASCAR announcers were like, "What did he just say?"
It was like that episode of Always Sunny when Mac gets
Yeah.
to shoot the $1 million puck and he walks out and just falls down on the ice. It's like right at the beginning of Daytona, right?
Yeah, well, I think it'll work out. I think because that was a different
Maybe
race.
he won't.
I think no, he's been doing good. I think Cody. It seems like he's been putting up respectable finishes for a kind of a rookie.
Yeah, but people only remember you from the one big screw up, like Bill Buckner. He got to the World Series, but people only remember the big fuck up.
Yeah, but this does not look like it was the result of driver error. It looked like
Doesn't look like that. I just see that guy crashed and fucked up everyone else. It's
I
probably
mean,
his
it does
fault.
look like it might have been vehicle error. I don't know if there's something wrong with the car, but the car does just like randomly drift for
It's
no
like one of those
reason.
Muslim vans that just drives through a Christmas parade, right? Is that
It
what
just
happens?
It just gets away from him.
Okay.
Allah took the wheel.
Chet Bat, Dick, you finally spilling something on the keyboard brought me so much joy. Thank you. Remember, it's dishwasher safe as well. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out.
That is cool.
Grando, why is Vito continually sticking his hand in the path of a drunk who's wielding a chainsaw? I really don't know. That was like asking for it.
That chainsaw. We need a brace if we're gonna keep using that thing.
Oh yeah, I tried to buy a vise.
A vice would have been helpful.
I have duct tape though this week.
I don't think duct tape's gonna. Maybe.
You don't know.
You're
You're
that's
the expert
correct.
of NASCAR and
Oh, I'm sorry.
chainsaws.
Chainsaw Master Dick Masterson.
Electrical Joe, did Vito say he'll be releasing another 2 comics this year? Is this guy delusional or is he just retarded?
I believe that
You
I'm
want to
gonna
bet on it?
I'm gonna put out 3 comics this year. It's gonna be real
Do
good.
you want to bet?
And then a year from now, you guys can all play this clip and make me feel like an idiot.
You want to bet? Put some money on it?
Yeah, I'd put some money on it.
How much money you want to put on it?
$200. 2 more comics this year.
$200. Come on.
Well, how much do I gotta put down?
Put like $5,000 on it.
Well, I don't want to put $5,000 on it.
So you're not going to do it. Like I would bet that I'm going to shower 2 more times this year.
I mean, I could put out 2. I could definitely do it.
but not $5,000 means you're not going to do
Well,
it.
$5,000
That's easy
gonna
money.
mean like I'm gonna feel like rushed to do it. Don't want to rush anything. Obviously,
because then it'll take even longer.
that'll take even longer.
So you're not going to do it
I
if you wouldn't put money on
I'm
it.
feeling real good about my creative process right now.
What's feeling good? $200? That's not.
No,
feeling
the
good.
writing and the storyboarding.
That's you can't even get a hooker for $200.
You can't get a hooker for $200. No, but the second comic's almost done with the storyboarding process, which I am handling myself. And I got to say, I do some excellent storyboards.
Why don't you just put those out?
I want to actually. I might.
Oh, okay.
Well, you
want to, but the store policy won't.
Well, that's. I
allow you
was
to, or-
wondering. I might do that.
Yeah, that would be better.
I thought it would be fun if people can see it like as it's being created.
Just really sad. So here you go. Here's the comic.
Honestly, kind of, yeah.
Toy boat. So I have to become trans to judge the draft now. Fuck yeah. Warpio, an American shitting
That's a
on
good
Canadians is fucking hilarious. Considering the amount of times the U.S. has needed Canada's help in war, dwarfs the amount of times Canada has needed the U.S.'s help. 0. You would think
Hold
this
on.
guy was being sarcastic, but he's a retard. I always see
You
his
realize when
retarded
we go to
comments.
war, it's for you, Canada.
We don't need you at all.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Canadian veterans are more embarrassing than U.S. veterans. We don't need you. Stop talking about like the mutual respect. You're both gay.
I saw a great video the other day. A gentleman is stealing a car, crashes into a wall. Doesn't matter what kind of gentleman it was. And the Canadian cops are on those fucking horses.
The Mounties.
And this guy's just running down the street, and they're like, fucking shit, why am I on a horse? Trying to get this guy.
Fucking shit?
Well, I mean, that's what I assume. It was shot from like a surveillance camera.
So it's just a Mountie chasing a
it's
guy
a
down.
Mountie trying to...
This thing in your head?
Well, the guy was going pretty fast. He's a natural runner for some reason.
He's outrunning a horse?
He was, because it was on the city streets. The horses couldn't get around all the cars or whatever.
I see.
Yeah. If the guy was on a motorcycle...
They really think this. They think
cool that he's on a horse.
They think that they're helping out with war. It's like your wife getting in an argument with you're having an argument with a bar, and she's like, "Yeah, he'll dance." Like, can you shut the fuck up and go outside, please?
Well, it's one of those things where, like, NASA builds this space shuttle, we do all the work, and then one Canadian guy goes up, and you got to hear about, well, we helped in space too. It's like, yeah, but we put that fucker there. Like,
hey, we've never needed your help in war, eh?
Americans
should start fighting
yeah,
the
you
war
guys
of
should
shitting
be
in
privileged to
toilets.
Fight alongside Americans.
I really
We
don't
invited you. We're Big Brother going to war. Little brother's like, can we help? Can we do a little something?
As much as I hate the U.S. military, I don't want to hear this sort of nonsense about them.
Yeah. You did lose points. I saw people were like, for your Canada problem, they're like, you can't come down on Norm Macdonald, Dick. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Liking Norm Macdonald doesn't mean that you yourself are funny. I think people don't know that.
I know that.
It's like, it's cool to like say like, oh yeah, he was cool. Dirty work sucked, but we kind of like just stuck with it. It sucks that he's dead. The not telling people about cancer was gay, and that's pretty much it.
I don't understand that.
All this like
argument
this
at all.
norm worship is like basically Taylor Swift for men. Like, yeah, I know that you wish you're that funny, but you're not funny. And saying that you like Norm that much doesn't make you more funny.
The problem I experience is like...
We're the normies. We're the Swifties. Yeah, it's the same
like
exact
that.
thing.
Okay, but...
That's my problem, actually. Norm Macdonald worship,
That's fine.
parentheses, Taylor Swift for men.
That's a good problem.
That's my
totally
problem.
get it. Okay. Well, I mean, it sucks for me because, like, I've always been a Norm Macdonald guy, like, forever. And then, like, it seems
fan, not
Yeah.
guy. I'm
I mean,
not
but
like
I'm
a
like
Norm
a
Macdonald
really
guy.
big fan. I really, really have always liked Norm Macdonald, like, more than any other comedian.
No, okay.
Whatever. I just say, like, he's whatever.
Okay, so what?
So then, like, for some reason, everybody, I don't know, maybe just this generation's humor changed and they all got ironic poisoned or whatever. And they're like, well, I really like Norm too or something, you know? And I'm like, all right.
Everybody always liked Norm.
It's like one of those things with, like, a band, you know, when you're into a... Well, everybody always liked Norm, but then, like, Norm... Well, here's the thing. Norm popularity fell off for a while. Norm kind of was not... After you know, he did the Norm show and he kind of wasn't doing anything for a while. The Norm show was not great. No.
Yeah, because everything that he did after being on SNL sucked.
He did the sports show, which was not big.
Sucked.
But then he started doing his YouTube podcast and all his albums are good. His albums are really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ever hear his Fantastic Four sketch? I was watching that one again.
No.
You gotta watch that one.
No.
And you gotta listen to his audiobook.
I don't want to. I'm done with Norm. He's in the past. Okay?
No.
You can't be stuck living in the past with this shit. He's dead.
I know, but that's the problem, though, is that there is nothing to replace him.
There's tons of good stuff, man.
No, there isn't. Like,
sure
what?
There is.
What is... Okay, the only funny guys right now are what? Like, Tim Robinson.
I saw a fat lady fall down the stairs on TikTok
That's
the other
different.
day.
That's a different
hilarious.
kind of funny.
That's just like Norm.
It's not just like...
There's tons of people there's tons of
there.
comedians that are as good or better than Norm Macdonald ever was at his best.
I don't know if that's true, man.
That little Indian bitch that's in that Will Ferrell Gets Married movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Something about you're cordially invited. Little Indian girl. Priyat, her name probably is.
Hey, you want to do a movie review?
Sum.
We could see that Will Ferrell's trans friend movie.
I would rather kill myself.
Did you hear he's like pitching a fit that he get nominated for an Oscar? And it's like, well, it's just two white guys on a road trip. That's not like a movie. One of them's wearing a wig. And you're like, oh, is he going to make like some jokes? No, not really.
Is he at least going to talk about the process of comedy? No. Oh.
Yeah. What was it, like an SNL writer or something?
Yeah.
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 The funniest people alive.
Funniest people
let's,
alive.
Let's say maybe it was classic SNL.
And
I'll watch Will
I'm
Ferrell's.
kind of glad Norm's dead for that reason. Like, good. You can't have any kind of cross country journey with
Roseanne, probably.
Yeah, Roseanne.
I don't know what
see that.
I don't know what he would be doing right now. It's interesting to think about.
Not telling anyone he has cancer.
Doing some great. I'm sad Netflix didn't give him a second season for that talk show. That was pretty good.
Data says the biggest problem with Canada is they're legitimately medical parasites. Like most of the world, they use them. Oh yeah, okay. They use America's medical breakthroughs and buy them at a discount. America subsidizes the entire world's medicine. So really, the
not
biggest
anymore.
problem with
We're taking
Canada-
all the AIDS stuff away from Africa, right?
I hope so,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they were really benefiting from that. But that was mostly like a
A
flyers
slush
to make
fund
them to
for
stop.
white people to get free money.
Yeah, and billboards to tell them to stop raping babies.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Okay.
No, that's true.
That's a billboard.
That was a real billboard that USAID paid for. It said if you're thinking about raping a kid, think twice.
Did they?
It may have consequences.
Wait. Is that thing where like they do it because like they think it like cures diseases or something?
Yeah. And they eat them. Elon Musk's dad said.
Why
Elon
are you taking it a step further?
Why did they take it a step further? They're eating babies. I swear to God that why
I'm
wouldn't
trying
they?
to get real information.
Why
do you
wouldn't they? They don't believe in God or anything. All this stuff that's like trying to make them kill babies and rape
and
babies.
They eat them.
It's like
Okay,
God for
all right.
dummies. Like, excuse me. People, you say God exists, and if you do bad stuff, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Then they're like, I don't get it. Like, okay, the rape that you're doing, think twice because something bad happen. Something bad might happen to you. I don't get it. Okay.
Speaking of this topic, I was going to say the Overton window.
Anthony Cumia is back on.
Anthony Cumia is on the radio again. So all bets are off. like I know people have been saying, "Hey, your show's getting like a little racist or something." I'm like, America's getting Anthony Cumia, a guy whose entire Twitter account is devoted to
Anthony
saying the N-word. Just announced on Twitter, he goes, "Oh, I got a new gig over at WACT Talk Radio in the morning."
No, WABC.
No, it's not it's an ABC affiliate.
Yeah.
Ow!
So who's going to kick him off? Trump's guy?
I don't know.
He can say whatever he wants. What's going to happen to him? Fucking Kash Patel's going to kick him off?
Bro, on it.
No, wrong.
Everything.
Obama's going to tweet, hey, somebody should really kick this guy off the air. He said the N-word.
Dude, Gavin McInnes is going to get a TV show. Like it's just everything.
He sucks.
Yeah, it's true. He can't hold
He just
it up.
looks,
Maybe he'll get a magazine again. But I'm saying all the stuff everybody got canceled for is now, because you remember the thing Gavin got canceled for was he wrote a big article that said
for not being funny.
Well, he wrote a big article that was like, we can just stop pretending trans women are women. And he got like super canceled for that, right? But that was like 10 years ago.
I think it was just because he wasn't funny.
That was the big inciting incident. But that's not why he got canceled. Well,
yeah,
okay.
He got canceled because he's not funny.
He's
not.
I don't know if he's funny or not. I've never
You've seen his stand-up.
His stand-up was
it
very
funny?
bad. It was not.
bad.
It was very bad.
It was bad.
But he did hire Asian Pat Dixon, who's really funny, so he at least knows.
And he had a child
comedy.
today.
I know everybody's doing everything. Asian Pat Dixon's got a baby. You're gonna have a baby.
You got to stop using paper towels. Switch to napkins.
Then I'll be laying all.
Your
the
life
pipe.
will be better. Everyone who's listening, I understand that you want to just wallow in paper towels and you tell yourself that it's cool and smart, but it's not.
So you got your two dads who are giving you two messages. One, use napkins. And two, practice reckless positivity. Believe in yourself.
Don't do that shit that Vito's saying. CL, more about napkins. More about Norm MacDonald. Yeah, I get it.
We like Norm MacDonald.
I guess.
Yeah. Just making sure the audio's working.
Deshara, military recruitment numbers are low. What should we do? Dick, ban everyone who isn't a white American. You forgot man there.
Yeah.
They don't even get it.
It's got to be, I'll get rid of all the women.
Ban everyone who's not a white American. Why would I want women Why would I want white women in the army?
Why would I want white women in the army?
That's stupid.
Unless we bring back prostitution for the army, that would be good.
Well, that's why they have women in the army.
Yeah.
So generals can have like harems of subservient 20-year-old women.
Yeah.
It's very sick and demented.
Well, I mean, if you're a general,
it's like Mad Max.
don't you deserve a little? The
It
they
is.
got milkmaids in the
Yeah,
army.
they got-
Or those
And
women.
Morton Joe. He's walking
Morton
around.
Joe.
Oh, I'm going to the Pentagon tomorrow.
I gotta say, for all the stuff Trump's doing, if he started like telling like generals, like if you want to wear like devil horns and like fucked up skulls, and let's get back to that era of military stuff.
When was
Remember
the
that?
Aztec?
No. Well, yeah, the Aztecs, that was good. But like, remember in Germany, they would have the skulls on the
Huns?
hats.
What are you talking about? They?
The Nazis had
The Nazis?
They had little skull emblems on their hats.
like the stormtroopers?
Don't
Did
you
they
know
have that?
Don't you know that classic sketch, Mitchell and Webb?
No.
It's Mitchell and Webb, and they're two Nazi soldiers, and they're like playing. He goes, "Hey, I
Are
got
we
a
the
question.
baddies? Is that
Are we
that
the
one?
baddies?" Yeah. And he goes, "We're not the baddies." And he's like, "Well, why do we have skulls on our shit? Maybe they're the skulls of our enemies." And it's like, well, it doesn't say they're the skulls of our enemies. I'm just saying, like, as long as we're out there and everybody
Yes,
thinks
classic liberal humor. Classic. Are we the baddies?
Shut up. I guess the point of the American military is we got to pretend to be the good guys, right? So we gotta win hearts and minds. Are we still doing the hearts and minds thing? But we're not
No.
doing hearts and minds. That's the thing. So why not make everybody dress up like a fucking Gundam dude in a cape and a
You guys are having
helmet?
you guys are having a rough time adjusting to seriousness.
I'm embracing it.
No, you have no concept of it to embrace.
What do you
It's
mean?
just all you guys know is like silly shit and reflections of silly shit. You don't know.
I don't think it's silly. I think it was cool when the Nazis had really cool, like,
This is what I mean.
spooky uniforms.
You can't
Obviously,
see
that was
someone
cool.
seriously doing something and just accept it for what it is. Seriousness on its face. You have to add some kind of goofy, silly shit to it. Like let's put a penis on it or a pair of tits on it.
No.
or something.
I'm just saying, like, we could update the military uniforms and make them more Star Trek, like, Empire guys. That'd be
Empire
cool.
guys.
Yeah.
They're just all white.
No, they have the guys with the gray, the guys at the boardroom. When
Star
he goes,
Wars.
Vader,
See?
fuck your
See? Immediate silly shit.
Star Wars is not silly. Reagan,
Blue Bar Octus,
Reagan loved
Dexter
Reagan had a whole
Jester's
Star
Diner.
Wars plan. He thought Star Wars was serious. If Reagan, the ultimate conservative, liked Star Wars, then why can't I like Star Wars?
Silly shit. Okay. That's pretty much it. All I have here.
Cool.
The rest of it is mean comments.
About me?
Just in general.
In general. We
Things
get a lot of
about
those. Well, Dick, that brings me to my favorite segment.
Well, come on, give me a minute.
I know.
Give me more than that amount of time.
I should have
That
mentioned
was
something.
you gotta give me enough like vamping time.
I know. I'm sorry. What else has been going on in the world? Hey, what else? What else?
And that's when I think to myself, what else?
What
Here we go.
else?
To those who beat the scam, go and vote it up. If you don't veto, we'll kill your whole family. If you don't go and vote, there will be no show. The Patreon
True.
is the way to go. Go and vote it up.
Just a reminder that
Vote it up.
anyone can submit these.
This
Anyone
is the
at
best
all.
one.
Yeah.
Reckons are great.
Fantastic.
Reckon does end towers in the chat too.
Is that Reckon still doing that?
Yeah, you were Vito before the show. Vito was saying he loves that he does that.
No,
because
please.
he's a mod.
Well, now, you know what? Now that Kumia's got a radio show, I think end towers are the new form of art. Who cares anymore?
They've always been art.
Well, you know what? Maybe you should save them for another month, Dick, because this month, as we all remember, is Black History Month.
I saw him 3.
I saw him 3 celebrate. You know what? I'm surprised he didn't say something. He said, well, for Black History, why not celebrate the historical Isom Knox?
By not saving money.
By not saving money and
Yeah.
making blatant mistakes in printing. Now, from episode 27, we had the problem of inventing black inventors. This is the idea of everything on Earth was secretly invented by black
By a black
people
guy.
for some reason. Can you go to my
Yeah.
Twitter real quick? Because I actually found...
Okay.
I want to show you a picture. Dick, We all know, of course, the airplane. A great invention, fly around.
Now, how did black people invent
Who?
that?
Well, who do you think invented the airplane, Dick? Who was it?
God, would it have been like
Well,
Bernoulli and then the Wright brothers?
The Wright brothers is a good answer. If you're a racist white man,
Okay.
Dick, as we all know, the airplane was invented by Charles Frederick Page. Can you believe it?
Page?
Whose patent for the airship was actually
man.
granted a week before the Wright brothers. And the only reason I can think of why it was taken away, for this achievement was taken away from him, must be racism. There's no other
They could
possible
tell he was racist.
reason.
They could tell he was black with that name? Franklin Page?
Franklin,
Other than
Charles Frederick
Orville
Page.
and Wilbur? If I had to pick who was black, I would have said...
You would have went with Charles Page.
Anthony, I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Anthony, I'd like to.
And then it's
Kumia
and then
Jeopardy, I will watch.
the buzz-in is like
100%.
Don Imus calling them nappy-headed hoes. Nappy-headed hoes. Anthony, I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Charles. Sorry, you have to answer in the form of a black man. Who is Charles?
Who be Charles?
Who be Charles?
Who be Orville and Willenbacher? You correct.
Anyway, Dick, as we all
Cap.
know, I'd like to let people know that passengers traveling through Louis Armstrong International Airport, another great black man, in New Orleans, can learn about the inventor of the Pineville airship, Charles
what the fuck am I on your
Frederick
Twitter
Page.
for? Where am I looking?
I just had you couldn't tell? This is, of course.
that bra?
As you pass through the airport, you'll be able to learn about the true history of the airplane. As you can see here, what could...
You're telling me this stupid asshole is taking credit for big boobs flying around in the sky? Two air balloons?
Doesn't that look like a viable aircraft, Dick?
No.
Doesn't that look like something that could soar through the skies?
It's two hot air balloons coming out of a boat.
It does kind of look like two hot air balloons.
It doesn't look like that.
Coming
That's
out
what
of
it
a boat,
is.
but that's just your racism speaking, of course. In the April of 1906, Charles Page got a patent for his airship.
Who paid for that?
He was a slave who taught himself how to read and write and
what
built
did he-
a full model
Did they teach him how to do it
airship.
wrong as a joke? What the hell is this shit?
In 1890, he built a full model airship, which was to be shipped by train to the Louisiana World Exposition
For retards.
to try and win a $500,000 prize. But get this, the airship was stolen and destroyed before it ever got to St. Louis, and he then
Who stole it? God damn, somebody stole my airship! Somebody stole my airship! God damn, I'm gonna catch one of you! Like in White Man Can't Jump when he comes out of the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find who, right? Somebody stole my airship! Probably some German.
I don't know how he reacted. I don't know who stole it, but
The first case of black on black crime.
yeah, that was
somebody's-
the very first case. Someone
I
done
say, Sherlock,
stole
someone
my
stole
ability to
this-
fly.
Damn, I can't fucking be period accurate, can I?
So, I mean, this is definitely one of history's great crimes, is that this incredible flying machine was lost to time.
Wow.
Thankfully, someone dug through the patent
Flying
office,
funk machine.
and now we know that black people invented air travel.
It looks fucking stupid. Hot air balloons have been around for a long ass time.
Right. But this one has a boat attached to it with like a rudder. So maybe it's better.
Maybe, you know what? I don't even know if they know that the wings are what makes it fly. Now that I'm looking at this, I was thinking it doesn't have wings. Obviously, it's like, well, maybe they don't know the wings are what makes it fly.
Well, it doesn't need wings if it's got a balloon.
Amazing.
I mean, I don't know how it goes forward, but it'll definitely go
It's
up.
got a propeller in
maybe
the back
got
or something,
do
I
a
guess.
fan or something. Well, that's what's
It's got a rudder, dude. It has a literal.
It
rudder.
literally has. Yeah,
How the
it
fuck
does
is
have
that
a
gonna
rudder.
work in the air?
the patent.
It's behind the
patent
boat.
does include a rudder. So I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe there's a lot going on. What's interesting is after it got stolen, you think like, well, if you've invented an airship, you'd probably try again. But for some reason, he just gave up and never tried again. So
Thank God.
I wonder if the story of it got stolen, guys. I promise it worked perfectly, but somebody grabbed it.
They
Why
grabbed
would you
the little
steal it?
model?
Where would you take it? Who would you sell it to? What is the purpose of stealing that?
That's the getaway car. He was stealing a diamond. It was part of a big caper.
Yeah.
He was stealing the world's first bike, and he found a getaway flying hot air bus.
It's funny that he stole the world's first bike because, of course, he stole it from the Wright brothers. That's why they turned to air travel.
Funny.
People kept taking their bikes. And they said, we got to do something.
He was trying to steal their...
Yeah.
He was trying to steal the flying bike. He goes, what the fuck is this? I stole a flying boat. What the fuck is this? Ooh, that bike. Ooh, like that meme, right? He's
Yeah.
like, ooh, man, a flying bicycle. Imagine all the bitches I could get with a flying bicycle.
Everybody likes a bike, Dick. Flying or not. I'm just so glad that we finally set history straight. Guys,
I'm going to go
remember-
down in history. Stealing the first flying bicycle. Quincy, you stole... Avery, you stole a flying boat. You dumbass.
You dumbass moron. What we gonna do with a flying boat? Maybe I can win that contest down in New Orleans.
Get some shrimp in the sky.
That, of course, is the problem of inventing black inventors. Currently number 108 with 474 upvotes. I'm glad that they made an entire exhibit in the airport so everyone can learn about what the history of air travel. Isn't that exciting? A guy made a thing in a garage.
It looks like a Final Fantasy airship.
It does.
Like retarded.
You know what? Maybe it's kind of cool that he invented the first Final Fantasy airship, boat with balloons attached to it.
Yeah, black people love anime so much they just went straight to
I think, you know what?
fake
That might be it.
airships.
Yeah. Black guys do love anime that they're like, let's just do airships, man.
And
That's
white people are
cool.
like, that thing's not going to fly, you ignorant. Because it ain't supposed to fly. It's supposed to be inspiring.
It's a good, it's a
supposed to
good
make your
point.
mind fly.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
I don't know why black guys would be attached to the boats, though, you know?
You mean literally or figuratively?
Well, I'm saying, like, you know, when you think of the history
they
of
were-
the African American, and
they're getting over trauma.
they're trying to reclaim boats.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, well, we'll build our own. And they'll fly. They'll be even better. And then we'll steal all the white people and take them back to our country in our flying boats. Dick, this was not meant to be another black problem, but it kind of
Oh,
is.
no, we can't do two black.
It's not two
Why
black
would you
problems.
bring in two black things
It's
in a
not
row?
two. Well, it just involves a black gentleman.
Okay.
But I want to say this guy has elevated himself, so I don't even think he's black. I think he's one of everybody.
See, now you're getting way too racist now.
Okay, well, the problem, Dick, is from episode 70, the problem of swastika scaries. This is the idea of constant news stories about the scary swastika
talking about Kanye.
appearing in various places. Of course, Kanye West has courted controversy as his Super Bowl advertisement led to a website where you could purchase a swastika t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, a representative from Shopify
He
has...
pussed out, though.
Well, why did he puss out? How? In
He
what way?
refunded them all. Didn't ship people their swastikas.
Oh, he refunded them?
Yeah, everybody got refunds.
Fascinating. Well, I was going to say a representative from Shopify has confirmed that Ye's Yeezy website was taken down by the online shop due to violations of terms to the platform. The merchant did not engage in authentic commerce practices, says Shopify. All merchants are responsible for following the rules of our platform. Kanye responded by saying, Twitter rampage was 90% Jew-proof. 2 years ago, I tweeted DEFCON 3 on the Jews. I'm sure no one remembers that. And a few specific
now
Jews.
he's like, remember when my pants split? Now it's like the SpongeBob episode.
Yeah, now it's...
He bitched out. He should have taken crypto.
Say the line, Kanye. He should have done Nazi coin. He should have done Yay coin.
All he had to do was fulfill the Nazi shirts.
How hard is it to ship some T-shirts?
It's not.
If he was doing print on demand, though, the print on demand people might not have done it for him, but he could just print them and wear
He
it.
could do it in his garage. Him and Meeks Mills or whatever that guy's name is.
Well, I personally
They're doing
know
poppers
a
and baby
gentleman
oil.
who tried to manufacture items for Yay, and apparently he he's very stingy with the money.
yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. You think he would understand the plight of the Jewish,
What?
individual.
What's the plight of the Jewish individual?
Well, not wanting to pay your own, you want to use somebody
the
else's
plight?
money.
You've been indoctrinated.
You got all this gold.
With
You don't
their-
want to
with their
You
plight.
don't want to just give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's saying
He's a bitch now. He's a bitch for doing the
You gotta
Super
sell
Bowl
the
commercial.
shirts.
You got to fulfill the shirts,
you
man.
got to fulfill the shirts.
You got to fulfill.
Why
it.
would he? I mean,
Why would you run it then?
Shopify does not say we refunded the money. They just said that we
Everybody got refunds.
But was it because he decided it, or was it because they sent it back?
He got
to
all
him?
the orders, so
Yeah.
he had enough time to export them.
Yeah.
He knows everyone's address. Ship the fucking shirts, Kanye.
At the very least, a sticker, maybe like
Ship
a window
the fucking
decal.
shirts. Don't be a bitch.
He's
You put it out there. Now
he's-
you're talking about the hits. Oh, remember when I said this? No. I remember when you said you'd ship everyone swastika shirts. That's not going to happen now, is it? Bitch.
Should have done shoes.
Bitch made. Swastika shoes?
Yeah. Swasta shoes.
I don't know.
Shoestikas.
Well, I guess.
There's something there. Because he's known for the shoes. He's known for those stupid shoes he used to sell. The Yeezys, right?
I don't know anything about
He could make
Kanye.
Hebes. He could do anything. There's like something there.
I don't want there to be swastikas everywhere. I'm not trying to help him brand swastika
He
shit.
clearly wants there to be swastikas everywhere. That's like his thing.
Swastikas.
Swastika.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not swastikas.
Swastikas. He says, of course, guys, just know anyone who's on Shopify, they control your market and have all your data. And Harley Finkelstein, please let me know if I have the right. I don't know. I didn't graduate. I don't know what that means. He's also being sued for allegedly texting a Jewish employee, Hail Hitler, which
Now I'm anti-Kanye.
I don't think that's going to work out very well for him.
You got everyone's hopes up. I didn't buy
Yeah.
one, but, you know.
Well, I didn't buy one because I was like, well, what is he going to print them on, like Huffy, like one of those Hanes white shirts that I sold?
I assumed
that
it
I
would
sold
be
at the
Black people's T-shirts are,
Yeah.
like, very high quality and thick, usually.
Yeah, that's true. They like if you ever go to like the flea market, they have those like wrapper shirts they print out themselves, which are almost too thick.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you guys not sweating like crazy in these
They
fucking
are.
things? I have one. I think I've worn it on here. It's like a Scarface shirt that clearly was just like a
Yeah.
flea market guy just printed Scarface on a shirt, and it
Yeah.
is a thick fabric.
But he bitched out.
Well, you know what? I think he got scared. I think he got the
Me too.
swastika scaries.
Oh, okay.
Currently number 239 with 306 upvotes. Guys, don't forget to vote it up.
To those who beat the scam, go and vote it up. If you don't, Vito will kill
Yes.
your whole family.
Do it.
If you don't go and vote,
Louis Armstrong International
there
Airport?
will
Yeah,
be
well, it's New
no
Orleans.
show. The Patreon is
Who else?
the way to go.
I don't know. Anybody.
Go and
Who else is from
vote
New Orleans?
it
I don't even
up.
know.
Katrina.
Katrina International Airport. I don't think that works.
Yeah.
Easy Rider International Airport.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reckon, for that excellent stinger. Well, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
So that means I've got a problem. Dick, what is the most consumed natural resource?
Air.
I'll give you
Gasoline?
air is pretty close.
Air. Carbon dioxide.
You need it to live. Let's put it
Oxygen?
that way.
Food.
Water. Water is the
Oh,
most
water.
consumed natural resource.
More than oxygen? By what?
Well, I don't think oxygen is considered a consumed natural resource because it's just
Why
like
not?
it's not like traded on. There's no like oxygen market other than
There's CO2
for-
credits. Actually, probably more CO2's taken in by plants.
It's possible.
your
I don't
stats
know.
your stats are suspicious.
This is what I've been
already,
told. I've been
already
told.
bullshit.
It doesn't matter. It's just a lead-in. It's interesting.
false.
It's
It's
interesting
false
that
of a
water. Okay,
lead-in.
so let's assume oxygen's number one and water's number
CO2
two.
probably.
Sure.
Number one.
It's completely irrelevant.
You can buy credits.
It's just interesting.
Okay, water.
Because we all understand how plentiful water is. We all get it. It's
everywhere. It's
everywhere.
for free.
Okay?
Yeah.
But can you guess what comes after water? That's the question. It's going to be
Grape soda.
grape soda is your
Purple stuff.
guess.
Sunny D.
The second most consumed natural resource
Gold.
is sand.
Sand. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
That I was interested
People
in
are
this
eating
as well.
sand?
Yes, they're all eating sand.
Who the fuck's eating sand?
No one's eating sand. They're not eating it. When it says consumed, it means like used, like for purposes. Okay.
For eating.
Sand is essential for making concrete, glass, asphalt, and even some of our electronics. And the global construction boom, especially in fast-growing economies like China, India, and the Middle East, has created an insatiable demand for
What are you saying?
sand.
We're running out of sand?
We are running out of
Fuck
sand.
off.
my
We're not
friend.
running out of sand.
My problem is
Get out of here.
the sand wars. It's
Sand
happening.
wars?
The sand wars are real. We're running
Where?
out of sand everywhere.
We got tons of sand.
You would
It's all
think.
over the place.
You would think. Okay, but here's the thing.
I could walk outside and find you a bunch of sand.
Where's the most sand?
The beach.
Beach.
Done.
Yes,
Africa.
the beach. That's a good point.
In the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could try and get sand from under the ocean,
Easy
but that's
to
going to be
do.
like real. No, bringing
Stick
sand
it
up
up.
from under the ocean.
Stick it up.
That's a whole thing. What a lot of people would say is, well, why don't you just go to the desert. It's full of sand.
There you
correct?
go. Done.
Here's the problem: is that desert sand is too fine for construction.
Construction of what? Cement?
Concrete. You need to make concrete. You need to make cement. You need sand to do this. You need raw material to make all that stuff. Everything you see around you, all these concrete buildings, the sidewalks, the asphalt, the roads.
I do need sand.
It's
for concrete.
sand. It's sand, man. The sand is in demand. I didn't know.
Well, where's the sand at?
Where's the sand at? That is the question. Okay, now here's
the beach,
thing.
The ocean.
Yes, but that's the thing. So the best place to get sand typically is from a beach, from an ocean, from a river, a lake, whatever else. But as they keep taking,
I don't know about a river.
Yeah,
It's all mucky and shitty.
it says you get it from the
Lake,
river.
too.
No, it depends what river.
There's a
Some
bunch of
rivers have
rocks.
sand around there. There's been excessive sand dredging due to this demand for sand because, again, everyone's building everything right now, which is killing aquatic life, disrupting local agriculture, and lowering the water levels, which, of course, affects us. And beaches
Do Jews know about this?
Oh, the Jews know, my friend.
Sand
they
is
know.
in demand?
Every time the Palestinians blow up another fucking piece of infrastructure, like, now we got to go find more sand to rebuild that fucking thing.
That's why they're digging all those tunnels.
They're just bringing the
looking
sand
for
up
sand.
and out
It's
of it.
going nowhere.
Our beaches are disappearing. Sand is being removed faster than it can naturally replenish. We're losing coastline.
What?
And,
Where?
Well, here's what's interesting, Dick. You ever heard of a country called Indonesia?
What's a country? I thought that was like an area. Do they
Uh,
have a president?
I don't know. Wait, what is Indonesia? I thought it was a country.
I don't know. It probably
Malaysia,
is.
Vietnam, and Indonesia are three countries.
Their country's name is Indonesia?
Yeah.
I thought that was like
a
bunch of them.
region.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a country.
That's a
but
shitty name for a country.
why? Just because it sounds like a region?
I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of other ones. It sounds like Indonesian. Like it sounds like an area.
Well, here's what's interesting.
Polynesia, is that a country?
Polynesia is a like a grouping.
Okay, they sound the same. So they
Polynesians.
should be.
Okay, well, it's not. Okay, Indonesia is a country, I believe, unless the chat's going to tell me I'm wrong. Okay, so you got Singapore, right? You know, Singapore.
Another country,
They're doing
yeah.
pretty good right now. They're making some
Singapore?
money. Yeah, Singapore. I think they're investing in technology. They're building out. They're building out a lot of stuff. And they've decided, they go, we're like a small country. We should expand our country out a little bit. Where we should
Like
get
physically?
like physically, yes. Singapore.
Oh man, Dubai does this shit too.
Dubai does do this
I
shit.
fucking hate their little sand islands.
They're making a shit ton of islands. So what Singapore and Dubai have been doing
Yeah.
is getting sand from all these other countries, which is actually
fuck?
24 islands in Indonesia are now gone because they've been entirely harvested for their sand. So Singapore just went in, negotiated with some shady dudes, and just started taking all the fucking sand from Indonesia
Whoa.
to build up Singapore.
What were the people that are on those islands? Where are they?
Well, I don't know if these are like populated islands. You know, of course, there's like smaller island chains that you can like
Yeah.
stop off on,
Yeah.
or maybe just a guy owns them or something.
Okay.
Here's the thing: is there's actually a sand mafia, right? Because you would think the governments would try to step in and stop this, but guys are making so much money
What
from
race are they?
fucking sand. They're all fucking.
No, they're not an Italian sand mafia. Well, you say mafia.
Well, it's Cambodia, Malaysia, Vietnam, so it's like Asian guys.
yeah.
There's
Okay.
Asian guys who are
Sounds rough.
They're taking control of the sand and they're selling it all to
Are you
Singapore.
serious?
I'm dead serious. This is real.
I don't like this.
The journalist
We got a sand gap.
Shabab Mani Tripathi from India had been investigating illegal sand mining operations in India.
What the
In
fuck?
June of 2020, he was assassinated in the back, shot 6 times after exposing corrupt
Over
local
sand?
officials who were selling this sand without the approval of the Indian government.
Take a moment for yourself.
Well, the
You're
Indian
getting kinda-
sand mafias are apparently like a cartel using. We've got Mexicans, they're protecting the drugs in India. They got the sand. And these guys are killing other
and
guys.
nobody's eating it.
Nobody's eating it, I don't think. They're just
no.
trying to expand their landmass. Actually,
Are you serious? That's fucking bullshit, actually.
it's kind of weird.
Why aren't we doing that?
I was going to say, what fuck are we not doing that?
Remember Sealand?
I do remember Sealand.
When they tried to build it up and then Tonga took it
Yeah.
over? And no one helped them?
Well, actually, here's the problem is not only are we not buying the sand to expand out America, we actually have aggressive sand mining, which has been exacerbating
Tell me they're
our
selling it
coastal
to
erosion.
China.
They probably are. In Florida, there's
you
been
fucking kidding
in
me?
Florida, they've been selling the sand along the beaches like crazy. So you know how you always hear about these hurricanes that are terrible because there's not enough coastline for the wind to hit and like kind of
They're
dissipate?
selling that sand?
They're selling that sand.
Bro.
So part of the hurricane problem is that people have been selling the Florida fucking beaches
we
off
gotta start stealing
to
sand
Chinese
from
people.
Canada. Or Ukraine.
The sand is real, man. And even in Texas, sand mining operations along the San Quinto
I'm
River
very upset by this.
made it worse when Hurricane Harvey came through. It resulted in massive flooding. Because
I don't really
again,
care about people getting hurricaned on, but
Yeah.
the size of the country shrinking and other countries getting bigger
larger just
is
from
really
You
upsetting.
think it would be like a really tough thing to move enough sand to like expand your borders?
And now I see
But
that
Singapore
it's
is
totally,
literally
obviously not.
25% larger. And Dubai, you're right. They keep going
fucking-
like,
those
hey, look,
islands
we're
that
just
they keep
building
building.
islands. Yeah.
It looks like tract housing. Like it just looks like trash.
Yeah. So we're going to all these natural, beautiful beaches and all these natural.
Everyone in Dubai is like, it's like Disney adults, but Mexican somehow. Like Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. So that's what
It's
that
what if
is?
Disney adults had more
More Middle
money
Eastern
and almost
less
worse
class.
taste? Yeah. And if they were buying everyone's sand.
We don't ride the rascal scooter here. We ride the Maserati, Ferrari.
Well, what's good about Disney adults is at no point are they like, well, we got to like destroy our natural ecosystem to make Disney World bigger. I mean, I guess that is how they built Disneyland.
Yeah, that is exactly what they do.
But it's already built, you know? It's like, who cares about
they
the
would
fucking...
pay for it.
Well, the Florida wetlands are a shithole, so I'm okay with filling in the Florida wetlands with a bunch of sand to build Disneyland. It is an apt comparison
I
now that I
can't
think
believe
about
that.
it.
I'm glad you brought this up. We got to get some of our guys on top of this.
Well, it's going to become a problem because the global price of sand is going up, and if we keep wanting to build things in our own country, and we
Yeah.
got to fight these motherfuckers who are just dumping it in the ocean, so Singapore is bigger. Okay,
we got to take all of that.
Part of the problem, the reason construction prices are going up is that the price of concrete is going to start to rise as these sand is being
Sand
fought
gets more
over by these
expensive.
cartels. And there's really no great alternative. They're trying to find, like, okay, well, can we, now they're talking about using bamboo to build houses.
No. We're not living in bamboo houses here. No.
Scientists are trying to figure
We're
out
using the
how to
sand.
make concrete without sand.
You know they fucked up the concrete for the longest time?
I did hear that, yeah.
You did hear about
what was
that?
going on
the
with that?
self-healing. They left lye out of it.
Out of the self-healing concrete specifically?
Yeah. They left it out because they're like, these fucking ancient Romans don't know what they're talking about. Why would they put this in here?
Yeah.
It's a chemical. It's a caustic chemical. Why would they put that in? It'd be bad. And it turns out it makes the concrete heal itself. When it cracks,
Yeah.
it goes in there and like liquefies it so it rehardens.
Oh, so you need lye for it to be self-healing concrete.
Yeah.
Interesting, because
So
they
now
are talking
start
about
doing it. But
they're talking about one of the alternatives that they are trying to deal with more high-strength concrete and self-healing concrete.
Yeah.
Because part of the problem is concrete, especially like if you're doing an asphalt road, obviously we always have potholes that you have to fill back up. So
can Indians play in this somehow? Do they enter into the equation?
Well, the sand mafia's in India. Okay, it is part of it. They did
Okay,
kill
maybe
that guy.
that's- That was in India?
That was in India. They killed an Indian guy who was exposing the corruption. But again, I think he was exposing that they were stealing sand from India, which I'm okay with because that doesn't hurt.
we gotta
America.
go
take.
sand fucking crazy. Like that guy.
Yeah.
I'm here for the sand.
Well, I mean, if we can start a war for oil, I feel like it should be pretty
Sand
easy to
is
find
way
a place.
more important.
We should be able to take somebody's sand.
Yeah.
We should have a
Gaza.
sand reserve. We got an
strip-mine
oil
Gaza.
reserve. Yeah, okay. We're taking over Gaza. You guys are going to lose a little bit of coastline.
We should chisel off New Jersey
Yeah.
and ship it over there, and they can just hook it up with Gaza. and
What's
bring it
that?
back.
What's that phrase they're always saying from the river to the sea? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
well,
join the
You're
river
about to
and
have
the
a
sea.
little less river and a little less sea because we're taking that.
It's just going to be.
It's going to be a lot easier to get from one to one because
From
we're
the sea
taking
to the,
everything
right
in
here.
between.
There we are.
All that sand.
I'm so sick of
all
hearing
that
about
sand is coming to
Gaza
us.
and Israel.
I know.
So glad it's done. Ukraine too.
See,
It's
I
all
thought it
done.
was done, but then I saw someone yesterday posting that the Green Day singer threw a Palestinian flag over his head while he was singing, and they're like, "Well, now I like Green Day, because Palestine or whatever." I'm like,
That's
who
fine.
fucking
People have to
cares? pretend to care a little bit.
Well, they have to like get have closure.
Yeah.
Oh, Green Day. Okay.
Why is it always associated with the music industry? Why is it always like
Because they're retarded.
Yeah, they think like musicians are like important, or like
Because they don't have to change. Musicians, they have the song, and that's the song, and that's it. They're like frozen and they're like etched into like concrete. Like it's like they're like a constellation.
Yeah.
Never gonna change. They can say whatever they want. You can't change their minds on anything, but everybody else has to change. Except the song, never. You can't argue with the song.
Can't argue with the song.
Right? It's the
It's
guy.
always
I play the
good.
song. By the way, fuck Palestine, fuck Israel. Like, yeah, like I like that song though.
Did you see the video of the guy tried to ambush Seinfeld?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so he's like, "Can we take a selfie?" And Seinfeld's like, "Sure." And the guy goes, "Free Palestine!" And he's like waiting for a fucking reaction from Seinfeld, and Seinfeld's just like smiling for the picture. He goes, "What do you think about that?" And Seinfeld's like, I don't care about Palestine." And I'm like, that's the correct response. Yeah, who gives a shit? I care about one thing and one thing only.
Spit in his mouth.
I care about the sand wars and us winning them.
I care about the sand wars.
I
too.
want us to control the sand. I think in the way that Dune.
What are the sand futures like? What's going on?
Well, you know what? Maybe we got to look at the sand futures.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an industry to start looking into. In the same way in Dune, we're trying to control the spice. I think we should control the sand.
Yeah, we need the sand.
I think
man.
we should have the worms.
The good stuff. The good sand.
We want the good sand.
We give the gay
Fuck
sand
Dubai.
to-
You can have the
Yeah.
fucking shit sand. I want some America sand. I want our
I'm
buildings.
real sick of Dubai.
Well,
I'm real tired of
They're
them.
taking everything. Them in Singapore. So, Dick, that's the Sand Wars. It is real. I was surprised to learn about it, and now that I know about it, I want to participate in the Sand Wars, and I want to win.
What's Trump's position on the sand?
We got to talk to him.
Okay, we got to find out. My problem is all this vaccine shit.
Go on.
Uh,
What are you seeing for vaccine shit? I thought we're done with that.
we're not done with it.
Didn't they say there's like a new virus coming though?
Like bird flu?
Yeah, something.
No, I mean for babies. All this vaccine autism shit. I mean, all this vaccine.
All this vaccine autism.
Vaccine.
Wait.
autism shit.
Okay, so you're having a baby.
Yeah, I don't know if I should get it vaccinated or
God,
what.
no, come on.
See, but you don't know. You're just acting. You're just acting offended because you think it's.
Come on.
You think that makes you look smart. You
You
don't
know if you're gonna get your baby vaccinated.
Not all of them. I can't give a baby a COVID vaccine. Obviously,
Actually, you want to know something?
COVID vaccine people are getting AIDS now.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Does she drink the Diet Coke?
That's what we saw. Vito,
Okay, so
Keon,
you saw that?
Keon was over here.
Yeah.
With this girl.
Okay.
And she goes, "Oh yeah, I'll have a Diet Coke." And she looks at my wife and she goes, "Oh, it sucks that you can't have a Diet Coke." And she goes, "Why?" She goes, "Because of the autism." And 80s girl goes, "What are you talking about?" "Oh yeah, totally." And then she came over to me and goes, "What the fuck is this bitch talking about autism?" And I'm like, "How many Diet Cokes have you been drinking?" And she goes, "Just a cup. I've had like one or two."
Yeah.
I said, "Fucking, we got Rain Man here then. I don't know." Diet Coke's causing autism now? And then I went online,
there's
sure
a study
enough.
that
said Diet Coke.
aspartame might be causing autism.
And then my policy is, what's the reason that anything's happening?
Yeah.
It's because women got too fat. That's why. Everything can be explained simply by women have just gotten hugely fat in the last 40 years.
Right.
60 years. 10,000 years, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And that's what's causing all the problems. But then what is the fighter of the fat? Diet Coke, low-calorie yogurt, all this shit chock full of aspartame, and I'm thinking, uh-oh.
You're about to have a Bo Blacks on your hands. You're making a little baby Bo Black. You can give that kid that plush toy because he's going to look like him in 20 years. I'll tell you a story. You know,
I want to put apple spray on all these plush toys. Don't play with these plush toys. They're sick and weird.
I've got I have of course an autistic half brother who's the
You know that?
You didn't know that? I never talked about that.
How autistic? So
you should
you're
meet
the Tom
him.
Cruise.
You should meet this kid.
Wait a minute.
He can show you how to pull poop out of his pants and smear it on the walls. You know
What?
he's fucking
What?
super autistic. Like
Since when?
forever.
Was he vaccinated?
Well, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Is he's like one of those guys you gotta like send to a facility when he gets too old and strong for
Rain Man.
normal people. Yeah, but Rain Man could talk.
He can't talk?
Well, he can go ee, but that's about it, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta say, I read that study about Diet Coke. my whole life, my dad had that giant 7-Eleven cup, one of those big ones.
Oh no!
Of
Yeah,
Diet Coke.
Yeah,
He probably drank like 3 of those a day.
but your dad.
Yeah, well, his
Your
wife
dad
was
wasn't-
fat. I wasn't paying
Your dad
attention.
wasn't breastfeeding your.
I wasn't paying attention to
brother.
what his wife was drinking, but I assume
They were both drinking.
I
it.
assume they were both guzzling the Diet Coke.
See,
I don't know for a fact,
causes
but
me a lot of anxiety.
I'm gonna hope and pray. Hey, look, honestly, don't.
Well, she doesn't drink any Diet Coke.
Good,
She doesn't
then
drink any of
don't.
that shit. She only eats and drinks normal, like, organic shit.
I just don't,
Except for seed oils.
Look, if it happens, it
Seed
happens.
oils.
We all get through it. If you got to be the guy.
It's not if it happens, it happens.
Well, I'm just saying, you just throw the kid the iPad. He watches the same Wiggles video on loop
Yeah,
500
yeah.
times and goes, "Ah!"
If it's on Diet Coke.
And then my dad goes, how come you don't want to go to the restaurant with us? I go,
Somebody should
what do you
be.
mean, why do I know? Why do you want to go to the restaurant? Why do you want to go to a restaurant? So
Wait, you
everyone,
grew up with this?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So you go to the restaurant with the retarded kid, and he's there with the iPad playing Wiggles on full fucking. They didn't have iPad at the time. They had to get him a Video Now player, which was like the shitty early version of an iPad, and it had one Wiggles video, and he would just play "Where are the Wiggles? Where are the Wiggles?" And you go, "Ah, ah, ah," and everybody in the restaurant is like looking over, and I'm like, oh, God, fucking damn it.
Even the black people. Wow, you guys are loud.
I think that's why we mostly ate at black restaurants, because they were okay with it. We would go into Springfield, Mass, which is like all black people, and we'd eat at this Italian restaurant there.
Yeah.
And that was the only place there nobody gave a shit. So you know what? Now that I think about it, I was always like, why are we always going to this black pizza? Why are we always going to this pizza place in basically Massachusetts version of Harlem? Now it makes sense to me. Okay. Thanks for helping me piece that together.
Yo, could I
that was
ask
right
you to
next to the
keep it
black
down?
KFC. So it was right in the same area. So that's good.
How am I supposed to just go on after that bomb?
What do you mean? That revelation? I have a retarded brother.
That's
I don't
a lot
talk
to
to
grow
him.
up
I can't
with.
talk to him. So what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't see him. What
While
do
you're
you-
pissing on sleds and stuff, this is happening at home?
That came later. He was born later. He's my half brother. He's like
How much younger than you?
he's
is
like
he?
I was probably 14 when he was born.
Can he make a comic?
He could probably make
Can
a
he
great
put out a
comic.
comic?
He'd probably be on par with my comic, I'm sure.
Can he understand stuff?
No,
Like,
not at all. Not
He
even
can't understand
slightly.
anything.
He's like a baby, basically.
can he draw stuff?
No.
Does he have any kind of powers?
Yeah, the Predator tried to take him one night.
Well, does he have any powers or not?
He might have powers. My whole family has powers, but
Can he remember
I don't know.
stuff
His
really
powers
good?
might be stronger than the rest of the family. Now that I think
Have you
about
tested
it.
him for powers?
I have not tested him for powers. No,
Because it's hard to do.
Well, it's hard because
You have to imagine the power first and then devise a test for it, and that's not
all he can do
easy.
is rock back and forth. He used to not be able. The worst thing was that he, some retarded kids, they can't. They want to walk around on their tiptoes the whole time. They can't understand that you have an entire
do that
foot to
too.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
High
they
heels.
had to get him like special shoes to like tell him like put your fucking feet on the ground, man. Like what are
What
you
the
doing?
hell are special, like horseshoes?
Yeah, basically, because he was just walking around on like his tiptoes, like a weird.
Why would you want
fucking-
that to stop? That's awesome.
It's bad. It's bad for your legs or something. It's not good. Eventually, because because also he's getting the retard strength.
So he's fucking looming over people at the drive-thru. Like Doodle Bob.
So he's just in a room with the Wiggles playing on full speed, walking around on his tiptoes, going da da, and you're like, oh my god. At least get him to walk at normal height. He's gonna terrify people.
Is he in Mr. Girl's documentary?
He is not in Mr. Girl's
He should
documentary.
be.
I don't.
He
I
should
think
be interviewing those
I
people.
think he was safe from that. Mr. Girl wanted to. My mom commented on Mr. Girl's documentary, and he wanted to start asking my mom questions. I'm like, leave my fucking mom out of this.
He would show up like with no clothes on.
Yeah,
like in
he
a
would.
bathrobe
He
or
would,
something.
he would be
Like,
asking
why is this
uncomfortable
weird?
questions.
Is this odd that I did this?
It's good. It's all good.
Wow. Okay.
And again, I'm sure that will not happen to you because you stayed away from Diet Coke. Hopefully, the lady did at least.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that's enough. What else did your dad do?
Well, also, I remember one time him dropping that kid on his head really hard, and I was the only one who saw it, and I always wondered if that's what made him retarded.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too.
My dad, but here's the reason is like, I remember my dad, because this was when the vaccine shit was going on. So I remember my dad would say shit. He's like, he was like a really happy kid, and then we got him that vaccine or whatever.
Oh, and that's when you also dropped him on this.
Yeah, and then I always remember going, yeah, but you remember that time we were at the arcade and you dropped him on his fucking head? I didn't say it.
Was your dad playing the game? I can't miss 3 shots. I'm gonna be on fire. Shit, he's gonna fall. Ah, you're on fire. No.
He was just holding the kid. He dropped the kid on the head. The kid's crying. He goes, "He'll be fine." And now I look back and I'm like, maybe they should have taken him to the fucking hospital. I really
What
hope.
game was he playing?
He was. I don't know if he was playing somewhere in front of like a pinball
He was just
machine.
checking out chicks.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember what was going on. I'm really hoping that's not what did it. But he'd always be like, "Yeah, those vaccines." I'm like, all right, let's hope it was the vaccines.
Okay,
actually.
so what else did he do?
What else did he do to that kid?
What else did he do in general?
I don't know, man. It was just fun. We had fun. He's a good guy. We drove around. Like I said, he was always. We would drive to the Domino's commissary to pick up dough. That was thrilling.
Is that like a distribution for dough?
Yeah.
For
So they have
Okay.
a main building. Well, they'll bring you a dough delivery, but if you're running low on dough, you got to make a
go
special
there.
trip to the commissary and load up.
Okay.
So I got to.
Would they have a Noid there?
Get the dough. The
Could you dress
Noid. The
as the
Noid
Noid
is
and try to
there.
steal it?
We had a Noid costume. Oh fuck!
yeah?
What happened to the Noid costume?
I'm shocked you don't have that. Or buying it off eBay.
Fuck! It was probably in the shed at the fucking. So when my dad died, we went through the Domino's and just stole whatever was not bolted
Yeah.
down before my
Yeah.
evil stepmother took all of it.
She's the one with the.
She's the one with the retarded. She stuck with the retarded kid, so okay, it's like a fair trade. Like she took most of the shit, but whatever, she got stuck with the retarded kid. So, but I think in the shed in the back was probably the fucking Noid costume. No, it might have been at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That Noid costume was great.
I can't really top any of that. We should do a bonus episode, and you can tell us
The biggest
more
problem in
about
my retarded half brother.
Yeah,
all
the
the
biggest
stories are
problem
the
with
exact
having a
same.
retarded
Having an
brother.
embarrassing public,
well,
your dad going, it's
sex
fine,
is
he'll
always
be
basically
quiet during
the same,
the movie,
but
and
every
you're
time
like,
it's
no,
good.
don't bring him into the movie theater. It's fine. He'll be quiet, I'm sure. And everybody in the audience is like, what the? Actually, I'll say one funny thing my dad did was it got him out of every traffic ticket.
Because he's freaking out.
Yeah. So the cop would come over, and my dad would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my retarded kid is freaking he's like,
Yeah.
and then he would put on a big show, like as the cop went back to write the ticket, my dad would get out of the car,
Shake him?
unbuckle the kid, and be outside the car, and he's like, I just have to do this to calm him down. It's just so hard. He gets really scared really easily. And the cop would come back and he'd be like, okay, just drive a little
get
bit
outta
slower.
here.
It was a good move, man. No cop wants to give a guy with a retarded kid a ticket. He's
Could
like,
Could you put your brother in blackface? You're like, he just did it.
He
I
just
can't.
did it. What can I
I'm
do?
trying to get it off of him, but you're trying to put it on.
I never thought to put my retarded brother in a blackface, sadly.
Really?
It never occurred to me.
Whew. That's shocking.
It's fine. It wasn't one of those things where
All the
go ahead.
vaccine autism shit. That's
all
my
the
problem.
vaccine autism shit. Well, according to my dad, that's maybe what happened, and he never dropped that kid on his head at all. Not even once. All right,
Okay.
here's my problem. Go to Twitter, Dick. I have a tweet that I saw that made me think of this. So I know that you guys won. You're winning. Your guy is president.
Oh yeah.
And obviously
We're
you want
really
to
winning.
celebrate. Maybe you can wear his hat. You can write
We're gonna cut your heads off.
write a little song about how much you like him or whatever.
Yeah. Where?
Here, I'll find it. But I think at a certain point, you could just calm down slightly with the Trump dick sucking, and that is my problem. It is Trump dick sucking. Here's Benny Johnson, conservative influencer, who has posted a video of Trump doing basically nothing, and his caption is Trump carrying his own coat through the White House.
Yeah.
The definition of servant leadership. This is a man, Dick, a man who loves the people so much that instead of having his jacket slave carry his coat through the halls of the White House for him, as all presidents do, of course, has
they do.
bravely stepped forward and said, "No, jacket slave. I will carry my own coat.
Yeah, that's
for I
cool.
am a man of the people." Okay?
Servant leader. Servant leader is what they
I am
decided
a
to call it.
servant leader. Look,
Yeah.
we always get this shit with politicians, right? This is like the key thing from politics is, oh, look, Joe Biden went to go get an ice cream. Oh, J.D. Vance, he's getting a donut. A man of the people, just one of us. Can you believe that Bernie Sanders takes the train to work? He's really one of us. At a certain point, this like folksy man of the people, dick sucking of like, that's our guy, he's one of us, is becoming retarded and irrelevant. Like, remember when Trump was like, and I'm going to give everyone McDonald's. Oh, my God.
That was cool.
How incredible for him
Yeah,
to
I want
order a
McDonald's.
bunch of McDonald's. What a brave man of the people
You're
is.
saying you're not excited about McDonald's? The guy who's coming over
No,
talking about
I
free
think
fries
I
at Jack in the
famously-
Box?
I famously think I said, if I went all the way to the White House, like, I want one of these big state dinners.
And
Guy
then
serves
what?
me
What's dinner number 2? McDonald's. Filet of fish.
I'll take it after. You know what? I'll take an after dinner fillet. If it was
Yeah.
round 2 was a fillet of fish, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, look, you Trump guys, dial it back a little bit. You don't gotta celebrate the guy for carrying his coat. You don't gotta keep fucking talking about this guy like he's the second coming of Jesus. I know you're having a lot of fun. I know he's doing a lot of stuff you like, but you're gonna.
Yeah.
This is becoming excessive.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand that this is becoming excessive.
You know, you guys tried to kill him, right? You remember that?
We did.
You tried to shoot his head. You tried to blow up his head on
Right.
live TV.
And what did you guys do? You drew portraits of Jesus yoinking him out of the way. It's too much.
That's the only explanation for that. If he hadn't have jerked around in a weird way, we'd be living in basically Germany, Nazi
Oh my
Germany,
God.
which is
He's so
present day
brave
Germany.
that he survived that retarded kid missing a fucking point blank shot.
Yeah,
that,
it
that
is.
the FBI let him
He
take
missed
for
by
free.
this. He missed by. He didn't even miss. He hit his ear. He missed blowing his head. If you'd be wearing right now a shirt of his head blowing up like the Brady Bunch,
That
you would
would
have
be- that
9
would be
squares
pretty cool.
of his 9 frames of his head exploding.
not
you'd
gonna
all
lie.
you'd all be jacking off, and you'd have a cum Trump's head blowing up
Yeah.
shirt and a wearing around Trump's head blowing up shirt, and you'd confuse the two all the time, obviously. But
I'm trying to think if living in the Trump got his head exploded universe would be more or less fun.
for you,
For everybody.
no, it'd be horrible.
It'd be wild.
It would just be everything is illegal.
Yeah.
Speech would immediately be illegal.
Speech would be illegal.
Making fun of people online would be illegal.
Somebody else could have ran. Probably whoever took over would have run.
Well, Kamala would have won. What are you talking about?
You think Kamala would have won if Trump got his head exploded?
Trump is the only guy who could have done everything that's happening
I don't
right
think
now.
that- Well, yeah, I think that's
Changing the world.
maybe
Changing all of America, eliminating income tax, making everything tariffs,
yeah.
acquiring Greenland, growing America.
Carrying his own coat through the halls of the White House.
Yeah, carrying his own coat. Yeah, that's cool. Wow. Biden didn't do that shit.
Wow.
Someone who's carrying his colon around. He's so bad.
Hey, Biden
He
did
is-
carry his own colostomy bag everywhere.
You know, I
That
don't
was
like
very
this. I
proud.
don't like these conservative guys. I don't like this Benny guy.
Yeah.
But this is how retarded people express themselves when they see something as amazing, as magnanimous, and once in a lifetime that you see with Trump.
Just say you like Trump. You don't got to congratulate him on tying his fucking shoes. You don't
yeah,
gotta,
you do. You do.
Yeah.
Because Biden couldn't tie his shoes.
I think Biden could tie.
No,
his
he couldn't
shoes.
tie his bitch
I
wife's
think
tying
Biden
his shoes.
was able to tie his shoes.
We want to see a guy walking around carrying his own coat.
The definition of servant leadership. He's
Hey,
so
you know,
incredible.
I'm sorry that he's not
so
defending
incredible.
Lolly
Oh.
or something. I'm sorry that he's not defending being a non-offending pedophile. I
Here,
know that's
here,
what you
here,
respect
here,
on
tell
Twitter.
Me, tell me if you
I know
think,
that's what
tell
you
me
like.
If you think this is. If you
Oh!
think, how about this? President
Uh-huh.
Zelensky carrying his own chair. Dick. Wow.
Hang him.
So this is bad. This is like
Yeah, because it's too much.
It's too
because
much.
He's putting because he's an actor.
He's carrying
putting
his
on a whole
chair,
act.
yeah.
He's wearing like fatigues, even though he's having business meetings.
But if he was carrying a coat, perhaps
because he's
that
doing
would-
this on stage, Trump's just walking around carrying his coat. He's carrying a chair. Come on,
It's
what are you
just
at a
incredible. It's just incredible.
church dance? Come
yeah,
on.
look at this. Bill Clinton carrying his own cat on his shoulders. Isn't that just?
That's cool. I like
So
Bill Clinton, though.
impressive. That's
He
true.
also fucked over the government.
He did. We do like Clinton. We don't like his wife, who had to kill Seth Rich for some reason because he knew all the secrets. But
You know, and God bless it, Clinton mostly kept all the cheating on her secret.
No.
'Cause that was nice of him.
that was nice of him,
Wasn't it? He's just getting his dick sucked.
He deserved a blowjob. We all know that.
Yeah. That's what he's married to?
If you're the president, you should be able to get a. As Nixon,
I don't agree with the rapes that he did.
Right.
I don't agree that he's letting his wife, Bill Clinton has
He
never
let his wife do 9/11.
He's never shut his wife up on television.
Yeah.
You know?
That would have been a power
And
move.
he had plenty of opportunity to do it, and he's never done it.
Sure.
You know what I mean.
He's had opportunities to shut his wife up.
When Hillary Clinton talked, he could have easily said, "Well, I don't know about that," and that would have shut her up. You're married to a woman for a long time. You know exactly what you can say.
He wanted her to look strong. She was almost president, right?
And that's why I can't back him
Yeah.
100%. But he was a fun guy.
He was a fun guy. It's funny. I saw a picture recently where they're like, it's funny that we're like, oh, Clinton's too fat from eating all that McDonald's. Now you look back and you're like, that's not fat. We've seen fat now, and it looks like
Now he
Vito.
looks like a Hooters waitress.
Yeah.
He's so skinny.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, Trump guys, I get it. You wanna love your guy, but I think you're gonna start putting people off if you start celebrating. He's not Jesus. He's just a man.
Yeah.
He's doing the best he can. And stop sucking his dick so hard. It's kind of becoming embarrassing. It is, again, a grown man that you are obsessed with as a Christ-like mythological figure.
He is.
It's becoming...
He is.
Okay, sure.
He is a Christ-like mythological
Sure, but you don't want to
figure.
suck
He is.
Christ's dick. That's the issue.
Would you suck Christ's dick if
No.
everyone became an atheist?
No, I don't
You
want
wouldn't suck Christ's dick
I
if it
don't
meant
want
everyone
to be an atheist. I don't know why
Oh,
you
okay.
think
If
that.
you're whatever evangelion you want everyone to believe. If Jesus Christ said,
Yeah.
Vito, if you suck my dick, everyone will believe whatever you want them to believe. You wouldn't do it.
I would do that, sure.
Okay, so you're gay.
I mean, I would probably suck Jesus' dick just to say I did it, It is Jesus. Like, how many people got to suck? Honestly, who got to suck
Mary
Jesus'
Magdalene.
dick? Did she,
One.
though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has kids.
He probably got his dick sucked a couple times. But that's like,
Judas
I
probably
would
did
suck like
too.
Abraham Lincoln's dick to say I did it.
Okay, whose dick wouldn't you suck? Maybe that would be a shorter list.
Whose dick wouldn't I
Would you suck Hitler's dick?
Well, that's what I was going to say is I kind of don't think I could suck Hitler's dick.
To not do the Holocaust.
I feel like there's some...
To chill him
I
out.
feel like his dick is weird or something.
Right before he's giving his big speech, like his big Crystal Knock speech, you're like, hey, you'd poke out like with a wig on. Woo-hoo, hey, Hitler, come over here.
I think-
And then he'd be out there doing a speech like, well, I guess, Jews, obviously.
Is this late stage Hitler? I got to suck his dick?
No, right at the speech.
I mean, if it's like young,
that
fun
would
Hitler.
launch him into
Beer hall
yeah, beer
Hitler?
hall. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd suck off beer hall Hitler.
Okay.
I'd suck off art school Hitler.
Not art school. That's probably what caused it.
Post jail Hitler?
Yes,
That's
of course.
No.
No?
After jail?
Oh, no, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I want. I want
Sorry, I don't know
beer
my
hall's
Hitler.
beer hall's the cutoff.
Okay.
Oh, I know all my Hitler lore. I'm a big don't want to say fan,
Yeah.
but I find him intriguing. History fan.
I just like the colors.
I like World
and
War
stuff.
II flags. I like World War II
I just like
books.
learning.
I just like learning.
The Trump worship's gonna get even more egregious.
Remember those kids who sang about Hitler? The fucking what were those?
Hitler Youth.
No, sorry. I didn't mean Hitler. I meant Trump. Remember those kids who sung
Yeah,
about
those little girls. They were nice. Yeah, they're cool.
America is something. Didn't they turn on him or something?
He didn't pay him or something.
Yeah, they didn't invite him to the rallies, and then they're like, we don't like him anymore. Everybody's out for
Who
their
gives
own,
a
man.
shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out they were liberals at heart.
Well, trying to get paid.
Obamacare. Remember that?
You
You got no problems with that, though. I
The
bet. Naming it after him, the healthcare.
we didn't do that. You guys did that.
Oh, we named it that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
shit.
your fault. That was a dumb move.
That was dumb of us.
What was it called? The ACA or something? Obamacare. And all
Yeah.
these guys, you always see those posted guys, and they're like, I'm so glad Trump got rid of Obamacare and replaced it with the ACA or whatever. And they're like, same fucking thing, you retard.
Yeah. I know whenever I see like black people outside of like a liquor store on TikTok saying Obamacare, I'm like, Republicans got to her.
Oh, probably.
They got to her and brainwashed her with their messaging.
You guys fucked that one up good. Thanks for giving us that W.
Was that it? Did I already do
That
sound?
was, I don't fucking know. I think you did.
Trump worship? Is that
Trump
it?
dick suckers.
Trump
Just
dick
calm down.
suckers.
You could be a fan. But you're getting a little too, Trump's so incredible.
Yeah, he is. You could never do comedy at his level. No, only him.
I think I could.
You would fuck it up.
I think I would
Flub
do.
up
I
the
think I would
punchline.
nail it.
Not even close.
You seen with that lady from Maine?
No.
He's giving a press conference.
Oh yeah. You better do it.
You
Something
better
like
do
that.
it. Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's like,
that was great. That was cool.
I heard you're still letting guys play lady sports, and she's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, because federal law says that we. Yeah, you got to stop that. You ain't
Because
getting
we're
no
obeying
money.
state law and federal law. And he goes, we're the federal law, so you better do it. Yeah, fuck you.
The
Throw a
liberals
football at her as she's leaving, as that governor's leaving. Trump should
right in the back of
he
the
should
head.
give his Secret Service guy a football and hit her in the back of the head, and then like you go over there and pretend like you're trying to catch it and go, oh whoops, oh sorry, we just threw the football and you got hit in the head.
It is like actually fascinating that the liberals like can't figure out where they are right now.
Vito, Trump told one of the worst dictators on the planet that he has never called him short or fat. Okay?
Talking about
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
Trump just tweeted that.
He said, I've never said
and
that.
you're talking that people are filleting him too much? Are you serious? I would never call him short or fat. Like, take whatever you want.
Okay.
That's
he's your
amazing.
Norm MacDonald. I get it. Same level. Him and Norm, two good guys.
My problem is how long it taking too long to wash and dry your long hair. You got to have something on you that's too much of something in the shower, too long to wash or something. You're in there, you got to comb it, then you got to wash it. I don't know how girls do it, but I need like a half a cup of shampoo.
So I'm thinking about
every
like the
time.
last time we did a live show, and I'm trying to remember how many people had long flowing locks.
A lot.
Right.
Everybody's at least got a girlfriend.
Trixie the Golden Witch and
go.
Bird both have the hair, so they're going to vote for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Wong reckon's got long hair too.
Shit,
There's a lot of long hair people. You don't need to be. You don't need
How
to be so
long
proud
it
of
takes to dry your hair? That's the
Wash
problem.
and dry your hair. It
Why
takes
don't you
forever.
just fucking cut it off?
Because then you look like shit.
Yeah,
Shorter your hair is, the less good you look. What are you looking for?
Where's my wig? That's how the black ladies solved this problem.
There's a bunch of wigs over there. I got some stats though. Here's some stats on how bad it is to.
This is
dry
going to
your
be
hair.
thrilling.
Yeah.
How
I know.
long it takes to
Mr.
dry
Bit
your hair?
Spiker,
Stats?
Mr. Yeah.
What's the bit? 30
okay.
minutes.
1,500 watts, right? To dry your, to do a blow dryer. Okay, 15 minutes is the average woman uses to dry her hair. That's 100 kilowatt hours per year per woman. That's 9 billion kilowatt hours. That's 2/3.
Like leaving a light bulb on
That's
for
2/3 of electric
full
car.
days.
Listen to how much power they're using. 2/3 of electric car charging.
2/3 of what? One charge?
All of electric cars.
Okay.
Women are using. Fucking around with their hair.
Right. But those are women.
It's long hair.
Okay.
Listen with your fucking ears.
So your problem is the time or the waste of energy? What?
It's having long hair and having to wash and dry it.
So why would I care about how much electricity it uses?
It's like did you change places with your brother? Did you change places with your
It's a
fucking
shitty
brother?
fucking problem. It's stupid.
Okay. Let's do voicemails.
When I have long hair, I gotta wash it. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want? Okay, here, I'll yes and
No.
it.
I'll
yes-and
I
it.
want you
I'll
to do the
yes-and it.
Vito bit spiking
I'll
shit.
yes-and it.
No. Do your version.
You're right,
Yeah. So
Dick.
what's the problem? Yeah. Wash it. Yeah.
Hair.
So what is it?
Hair.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So what is it? Classic fucking Vito.
I went and
Classic
found
fucking Vito.
a fucking problem with like intricate research about the erosion of a natural resource.
It's just fucking
and
unbelievable. Hey, how are the clips doing,
took
by the
a
way?
Shower.
How are the clips doing?
You 10
How
minutes
are your
before the
fucking
show
clips
probably
doing?
took a shower and said, "Shit, I don't have any problems." Oh, well, I just got out of the shower.
Let's see how the clips are doing. I noticed you posted some,
take
right?
a look at the clips.
You posted. How are they doing?
I didn't post them. The other guy posted them.
How are they doing though?
Who fucking cares?
How are they doing? You're the one that wanted to buy clips for $50 a piece.
I still
want
to buy them for $50
well, how
a
much?
piece.
How much is it making us?
Oh,
What's the ROI? What's the ROI of the fucking clips? Let's see.
Wow, I'm sorry.
No, let's see.
The hair
it's
problem.
the fucking classic
The hair
Vito.
problem.
Oh, yeah, what is it? Oh, fucking sucks, yeah.
Everyone vote up. Vote up.
It's just it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Sometimes you step in a puddle and then your foot's wet, guys.
It's unbelievable.
You ever get your foot wet? Do you know how many puddles there are in the world?
Yeah.
Like, that's the extent of the problem.
Here we go. Oh, this must have been a great
You ever
clip.
smell a
Tony
bad
and Vito
smell?
bring the boom to Costco. Everyone was fucking thrilled of that story, of you and Tony going to Costco and pretending to be the Costco guys. Let's see the whopping stats this one brought in.
Hit analytics.
Holy shit! 1,800 views for $50? Wow, what a fucking deal! Look at this, 2,000 views! What a great decision! What's the next one?
Here, look. Strong woman cries about gamers. Views are up 12% and got us 8 new subscribers.
8 new subscribers for $50.
That's a good deal.
What a tremendous deal.
8 new subscribers is good.
Holy shit.
I don't think you understand why the clips are there. The clips serve a number of functions. One, they introduce our content to... Okay, whatever. So you made clips? Is that what you're trying to get to? Your clips are better or
No,
something?
I just want to know what the progress is of the clips.
The progress is that we got... Look, the views are up on the clip. It got another 8 subscribers. It's only been up a day.
So this was $100?
No, this was $50.
The other one, too.
Yeah,
There's
the other
2
one was
clips.
another $50.
What was the total return for $100?
We haven't figured it out yet because they're still trending. Look at this. It's up.
It's not trending. It says it right there. It plateaus off at like 4,000.
Look, okay. We're just starting.
Go to the other one. Let's see it. Here, bring it up on the screen.
because this one's doing good. We got to
Bring it
look
up
at
on
the
the
other
screen.
one.
No, bring up both of them.
This one's going good.
This is not good. This is dog shit. Let's see it.
$50.
Let's see it.
It's nothing. What is $50 to you?
$50.
What are you going to spend it on?
Nothing. Bonds.
Okay.
Let's see the other one.
I will pay for the clip.
Let's see the other one.
I will pay for the
Oh, no,
clips.
please. Let's see the other one.
Who cares? Who gives a shit if one of them didn't work? Look, this one did not work as well because I should be helping with the thumbnails, okay? I didn't make the thumbnail. I didn't help with the thumbnail. I didn't help with the title. Okay? I gotta make time to, me and this guy, we're gonna have a strategy for the clips.
You gonna have a strategy for it?
Yeah, we're just getting started. It's been 1 fucking week of doing the clips regularly. Anytime we try anything new, you want an immediate positive result. You don't give any time to workshop it, make it any better. And then look, Melanie Mac clip. Here you go.
That was a good one.
8,000 views, 16 subscribers. And
16 subscribers?
That's good.
16 people.
Yes.
How is that good?
Okay, let's say 16 people watch it, and one of them decides to subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, it's $6
for a year.
A year. $60.
Most people who sign up for Patreon stick
so then
around.
it breaks even.
Yeah, more than breaks
one
even.
Of those. Well, okay, $10 we get.
The point is also that we have subscribers who want to feel like the show is not just, like a PKA throw it away and forget about it situation.
They have clips.
Yeah, but are they making them? Do they put them on their own channel?
I don't know. It's on a clip channel. I assume it's related.
Maybe they're
to
running
them.
that. I don't know. Carl has clips all the time, and Carl's clips keep the audience engaged. They catch them up to date on what's been going on with the show if they don't have time to watch the whole episode.
Carl does like a 3-hour show every day.
Okay. No, not every day, but
Twice a week.
I don't know how often he does it. Regardless, the clips get people talking. They save great moments from the show that people can revisit.
So there's $150 for 16 subscribers.
Plus the other 16 subscribers or
Where
whatever.
are they?
8.
$150 for...
This gets people finding the fucking channel, okay?
Where? Show me that.
Look, 1 subscriber.
Okay. Sorry, let me do the math right.
I also
17.
Okay, and I'm gonna start. Look, and again, $13 we got back on that one. So basically, we only paid $37. We can easily get to the point where each clip just pays for itself. Okay,
You need to just work it out with the guy first.
We're figuring out a
So you can
strategy. I
figure
haven't
out
had
a
time to manage
strategy.
him this week because I'm managing a different video guy who's making a video for my channel.
Okay, this is all very fascinating. Let's do voicemails.
Hey, you got any presents? I remember last week you were mad
So I
that we
have
didn't
no
do the presents
problem
early
with
enough.
Vito for the comic being late. My beef
I actually
is
don't know
with
where
the
it
artist.
is.
That fucking incompetent fucker.
Shut up.
You know, just.
I
I
will
will find it.
I
don't
will
know where
pay
it is
for
right
the
now.
clips.
How
I
hard
think
could
they're
it be to
valuable
just
for the
fucking color
channel.
A shitty comic?
Yeah.
And don't get me started on the colorist. Is there a
All right,
colorist
good bit.
who
I got it.
does
The
it?
comic sucks and the
Fuck
artist
those
is the
guys.
problem. Good bit.
It's not
Okay,
Vito's fault.
comic universe.
You are right that Vito does want to make a universe, and he is right that he doesn't want to make a comic universe. Because Vito doesn't want like an in-comic universe. He wants a universe of tchotchkes and bullshit. His universe is all the toys that he's making.
Everybody's really nailing
yes,
the comedy in
he
the
does want a
voicemails
universe.
today.
Yeah, they're right.
Oh,
I mean, I know that nobody is funny except for you.
some people are funny.
You and Norm MacDonald. You guys would have an
Do you
amazing
wanna-
fucking
okay, do you
podcast
wanna
together.
try your
You'd
hair
have an
problem
amazing
again?
problem.
You know what?
You'd
Do
have
it
an
again.
amazing
Do it
podcast
again.
together.
Do it again. Let's
you
do the
guys
hair-
can, except Norm actually doesn't think he's better than everyone. That's the main difference between you two. Norm does not think he's better than anybody.
I was just trying to understand what the problem is. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
problem is
yeah.
hair takes too long to dry.
I'm a fuck up. What do you guys want? What do you expect from me? Tee I mismanaged my time. Tee we want our fucking product that we paid for.
Well,
you
you'll
badass
get it.
Fucking cat losing asshole. Give us the fucking book.
This is some
Take some fucking
performative
responsibility.
performative
you
anger.
Fat shit.
I love you too. Thanks for your comment. Oh, he flushed the toilet.
That was funny. Okay, this one.
I really like Dick's new don't argue with liberals rule.
Yeah, you can't.
I think it's
Waste
going
of
to make
time.
things so much easier. Just say, no, you're wrong, and we're going to, I don't know,
We're gonna
rid
crush
the
you.
Indians, know,
Yeah.
Shut up.
We're going to
But
ruin
don't
everything.
engage
Vito,
with the point at all.
reason
Yeah, no.
Why there's a difference between someone believing that Jesus Christ is God and a man and lived and died for us is different from believing you are a woman.
Yeah,
when
the second
you
one is
were,
more plausible.
have chromosomes and a dick.
The second one actually makes a
is
lot more
because
sense. The first one is just
Well-
like actually completely invented. The second one you can almost
One
get
of those
there.
things is like
A lie
a belief that people have about the
based
past.
on nothing, right?
And the other thing is a mental illness that is within the DSM.
Right, delusions of grandeur. Religious
Vito.
visions.
Okay.
Throw all that shit away. I used to have a nice video game hoarding collection like you. I gave it away or sold it. Whatever didn't get sold, I threw it in the fucking trash. Because now that emulation exists, that's what all that is. Trash.
There you go.
You're hoarding plastic garbage.
Well, tonight,
Yeah,
guys, after this show, we will be rating my YouTube, and I'll probably try to sell some stuff as well. If anybody wants to get a Mother's Milk Funko, let's auction one off tonight. Whoever wants it.
Okay.
Dick, fuck you. Canada thinks we're better than you.
got a lot of
Bitch, we
voicemails this
are
week.
better than you.
Yeah,
Have
we
you
did.
looked around your country lately? Bunch of fat, dumbass motherfuckers
He's
floating
got a
around.
point.
You think our speed limit is less? Yours is 55. Ours is posted at 60, and the cops won't pull you over unless you're doing over 80. You say we're a nation who's scared? You guys had one little 9/11 by a bunch of Saudis, and we're so afraid and completely horrible at geography that you invaded a completely different country. You threw away a generation's worth
Yeah.
of...
You've been saving these jokes for 20
Jesus
years,
Christ.
30 years.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to fence sit on this, but I both agree with Dick on talking about that Marvel movies and all like this trash. Like I hate that all movies now are just popcorny trash that are just trying to get you in the theater and then afterwards, fuck you. And but I do miss the era giving Vito,
Is that
freedom.
Tourette's or is he
I do
saying?
miss
I
the
think he's saying
era of
the
like
movie
Liam
fucks you.
Neeson's Taken, to where it's like I watch it, it's like, oh, it's an all right movie. Maybe not watch it again, but pretty good. And then I see the trailer for Taken 2. Oh, now it's his wife, and I'm like, well, I gotta see this.
Gotta see that.
Maybe at the Dollar Theater, the next month that it's in theaters. And then I'm like, well, that was all right. Maybe not again. Oh shit, he's Taken now. well, I gotta go see this, and then I see it again. I missed that little popcorny shit. That's all right.
You missed
Dick
some
might
movies
call
were
me an
fun.
idiot, but that stuff seems fine. But like the Marvel stuff is just like way too much. I think it's because it's like condescending.
Yeah.
It's like they're not even trying. They're like, oh, another celebrity. I mean, maybe it's just what you guys talked about on the last episode.
It's
but
just
I mean,
karaoke
I think that seems to be
for
the difference.
celebrities.
Is one of them
There's
was
too
like
much of that.
the old era of just trying to be gimmicky, like let's put Clint Eastwood with a monkey type of deal. But nowadays it's just, oh, who else can we? Oh, Jack Black's in this now. Oh,
You make a
Anyways,
good point,
go fuck yourself.
Dick. Marvel was kind of like fun when it was just like guys you didn't really know much about. It's like I like when Chris Hemsworth showed up. You're like, I don't know who this guy is, but he looks like Thor. That's cool.
What you're doing is
Now-
talking about Marvel.
Right.
Like, that's my point, is that it's just trash. Like, hashing it out and rehashing it.
Well, then you're going to love my upcoming video essay, Captain America Brave New World Doesn't Make Any Fucking Sense, which I'm
Biggest
currently
problem
working
with
with an editor on for my main channel. So we're going to have some video essays again. And it's looking good. This guy's great.
That's
His name's,
good.
Chris
universe
Cola.
is old ass geezers who try to act like they're all cool and stuff by shitting on people whenever they don't have a good show. Fuck you, Adam Sessler. I just rewatched that episode. You're a piece of shit. You're not fucking funny. And just because, I mean, like, I blame all my shit on the Jews too. That doesn't mean you don't hear me screaming Jews all the time. Fuckwad.
That's true.
Dick, go fuck
It's
yourself. I
Kanye's
love
thing.
you, Vito.
Thanks.
Thank you. Adam kind of disappeared from the internet for a while. I'd love to get him back on here.
Why?
He's a fun guy. Good guest.
What would you want to talk to him about?
Something else. I want him to come in person.
That's not happening.
It might if he was down in this area.
So I was thinking about it the other day because Vito just kind of acted really weird around his plush. And I was thinking about kind of how Vito wants to be perceived by people. And I think he wants to be like a Blippi type guy where he's like,
do you know what Blippi
a
is?
kids performer,
What's
and
that?
he's got all these
That's what I used to lure the kids
kind
over to
of
my house.
excited faces, and he's always selling like little cute things. Like when he was describing how he wanted like the biggest problem intro to be, it sounded like a Blippi sort of thing. So I don't know, maybe there's a future in that.
Is that true?
That
I don't know what
wanna be-
Blippi is.
You don't know what Blippi is?
No.
Blippi is that guy. He just makes like children's YouTube videos. And
does it look like that?
No, he's like an actual person. Maybe his doll looks like that. You guys read really hard into shit, man. I just have a Patreon, and you make what do you call it? Your brand is like liquor and whatever. So you sold people drinking glasses with your face on them, right?
Well, people use glasses.
Sure.
It's not sure. People use glasses every day.
Okay, so you have never given anyone anything that wasn't useful in some way. I guess utility is also your brand, so that's fine. You sell.
It's not about brands. It's just about like, oh yeah, here's a glass. You could use a glass. Here's a shirt.
Okay,
Everybody
but-
wears shirts.
but the shirt has
nobody wears
your-
nobody uses a stuffed animal.
Right. I know. What is the what
I
is
sold
the
a card
what is-
game,
what
I
is the
guess.
critique exactly? It's stupid.
What's the critique?
Yeah.
Of the Funko of the
Well, he's saying
Funko
it's
Pop?
because I'm trying to become like a cartoon children's character, basically.
I don't know what he's saying. I think he's just goofing around with the
No.
Blippi thing.
No, I think people might actually believe that there's like something.
I think there isn't like an Arrested Development thing with all the toys and shit.
For me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, people hate that.
Well, what are you gonna? Yeah, sure. I'm surrounded by toys and garbage. Tony saw my house. He saw.
Well, what are you asking? What's the problem then? That's the problem. They hate that.
Okay, but like they're trying to say like they're trying to like analyze my character of like, and I want to be this. I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I want to be this little guy.
Well, then why are you asking?
Because I don't even know what that means. What does it mean?
Like having no responsibilities and having everything for free.
Who doesn't want everything for free? What is that about?
Half of people.
Half of people. Yeah, exactly. The liberals. That's all we want.
Contributing people. in
No.
society.
I look. There's a lot of critiques of my character. I just want to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you took everyone's money. That's the problem.
They're getting their shit back, and I gave some refunds this week. Everybody's happy.
Nobody's.
Everyone's happy.
Nobody's happy.
Well, they should be happy.
I can't fucking hear you. All right. I don't know. This is the last one.
One more thing. I love how Vito is like, oh, I'm just going to start being positive to myself and not talk to myself in that negative fashion anymore. And then immediately for like
I know.
the rest of the show, for an hour, sarcastically talks about like how shit he is and how he like shits in a bathroom without a door.
Yeah, but that's not negative. That's just like...
It's very negative.
Like, basically the artist.
Here's my thing is
Here it comes again. Thanks, dude. You started it off again.
I know the way I live my life is not how other people would choose to live their life, but it's what I enjoy.
You don't really choose to live it like that, though.
What do you mean, having no door on the bathroom? It just doesn't bother me.
Everything that's happening to you is because you don't make choices. It's like not
what
calling
is happening to me?
Not calling your landlord explains like all the slovenly disrepair.
Yeah, but I don't mind any of the shit that's like in slovenly disrepair.
You should. That's like,
but why?
That's the mental,
why should I?
That's the mental health.
Okay.
Giving a shit about your quality of life is having mental health.
But my quality of life, like, okay, so my heater doesn't work, so I just bought a heater, and I'm happy with that.
That's not the only thing.
And I got to replace my, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't bother me, I guess.
That's what people are saying they have a problem with.
So I should be more, so I should be more bothered by life.
You should be bothered by
I should
specific
strive,
things that...
I should strive to live a life that is more...
clean.
I don't know. That's the thing is I don't care about cleanliness.
But you care about the effects of uncleanliness.
Like people not enjoying you for being dirty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So you
right.
You complain about one, but then you don't fix it, and that wears people's nerves down. Where they hear complaining and then they see not fixing, it just gradually
because
starts fucking
you
grating.
refer to it as fixing. It's not fixing.
Yes, being clean is fixing. Being clean is life is dirty, and cleaning it fixes it.
I want to say I have a normal level of cleanliness.
False. 100% false.
Which part of me is
everything
unclean?
that Tony described, and I know he was pulling his punches. I know that he was pulling his punches.
What did he say? I don't even remember.
Everything that he said on this show and my show.
He said there was a damp towel. That's
so you'd let someone with a camera in your house right now?
No, but that's for I don't want him looking on my computer and seeing all my delicious.
Now, see, this is the deflection. This is the deflection. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're deflecting it to win the argument.
I wouldn't let him into my house because but that's the point is that other people's perception of what they're willing to so like with you guys, you see a bathroom with no door on it, and you go, oh my God, this is the worst thing in the world. And I go, well, it doesn't bother me though.
Yeah, Tony said damp towel.
That I feel bad about, but I didn't purposefully leave out a damp towel for him.
Yeah, what else is going to be damp towel-y?
I didn't plan for him to need a towel.
Cracks in the bathroom and stuff.
Well, there's no cracks.
Cracks in the wall that you can see outside.
There's a crack in the wall that I should have probably repair. But again, it doesn't bother me. It's a tiny little crack in the wall.
You have a couch where you can watch TV?
I don't have a TV in there anymore. I moved it into my bedroom. But again, I'm the only one there, and I'm the only one watching the TV.
And no cameras allowed.
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah. Because if somebody said, can I come in your house and take a camera inside, I'd say, yeah, I don't care.
And I would say, I got a lot of stuff everywhere. It's kind of a mess.
I don't think kind of a mess is it.
I mean, I'll say, look, I want it to be more organized. Like, that is something I'm trying to do. I have too much stuff, and I got to sell more of it so I have more room.
Have you ever watched Hoarders?
Or have a larger place.
Have you ever watched the show Hoarders?
I have watched Hoarders. And one of the things about Hoarders is they don't have a desire to organize their stuff.
They constantly talk about how they're organizing, and they're in the middle of it, and they're in the middle of cleaning up.
Yeah, but they don't actually. But you could see. I would show you. I have the bins and they're meticulously labeled, and I put things in their proper place.
Yeah.
I have a specific place for all the things. I'm kind of OCD in that way. You know?
So are they?
Is OCD a hoarding thing?
Yeah,
I thought, but like OCD in the way that like they can't get anything done because they're washing their hands
or organizing. I can't throw this away. I'm organizing it.
I mean, look, there's just some people. Look, I got a buddy. He had OCD. I went over his house, and I said, can I use the bathroom? And he said, yeah, just don't ask about the gloves.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And I went to the bathroom, and against the wall, there's about 2,000 rubber gloves disposable medical gloves piled up against the wall.
It's disgusting.
Because my friend has OCD and he can't wipe his ass without
there's something really
putting on
that's
rubber gloves.
sick and wrong. There's something wrong with him.
Yeah. But to him, he's like, I'm okay with this.
It's not okay, though. It doesn't matter if he's okay with it. It's disgusting.
I don't know if the gloves had I don't think they had anything on them, though.
Of course they did. They're around his ass.
See, I don't know if he was wiping his ass or what. Maybe he does it like... Because he's not the kind of guy who wouldn't throw them out after, like, if they were, like, touched poo, you know?
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is. The way you're laughing is weirding me out at it.
He must have used them for something else. It must not have been ass wiping. Because they were like clean rubber gloves.
It's a stack of weird shit in the bathroom that involves your asshole.
Well, it's not me. It's my buddy. So whatever. And I just go, he's got his quirk. What are you going to do?
Sick.
Okay, so yeah, but like that's the thing is I do things for society, right? Like there's certain things that if none of you cared, I would stop doing them.
I know.
Right. Yeah.
It's not good.
Like this whole weight loss thing.
But you're not losing any weight.
That's only, well, yeah, exactly, because the problem is it's not for me.
It's clearly for you.
Well, in what
You're
way?
clearly uncomfortable by trying to do Ozempic so many times.
Yeah, but why am I doing that?
No one who's overweight is ever okay with it. They all have deep-seated issues with it.
No,
they're trying to get over.
the only reason that I care about it is because other people care about it.
I know you're laughing at it, but it's addiction. It's food addiction.
Yeah, I love food, like way more than
It's not love, it's addiction to food.
Sure, I have an addiction to food, and I very much enjoy food. I like eating it.
Addiction.
In the same way, if I was addicted to drugs, I'd probably enjoy the drugs.
And everyone would say you had a big problem with it, and you wouldn't be able to say, I don't have a problem, because it's drugs. But food, you can say, I don't have a problem. You can make jokes about it. And people have to let it slide.
I mean, I guess
so many people are addicted to food.
I guess it's a problem in the way that like it can have health complications, yeah.
No, the addiction is the problem. Not that it can have a problem. The addiction itself is a problem.
What if you're addicted to something that doesn't cause any harm? Is that still a problem?
Yeah.
So if I was addicted to planting flowers in my garden.
It's not a real thing.
Okay.
It's not.
I know it's not, but I'm saying...
If I was addicted to being healthy all the time, that's not a real thing.
Well, there's guys who are addicted to running.
It's
They're
just like shit that addicts say. Yes, if you were addicted to running, it would be a big problem. Okay. And it would fuck up your life. And
right,
your health.
because there's negative things associated with it. But I'm saying,
right, but the addiction would be the problem.
If food didn't have any negative effects, the addiction itself is not the problem.
It's still the problem. Yeah, the addiction is the problem because it's emotional.
Well, if the addiction's the effects, then you can engage with my hypothetical about the flowers.
No, the addiction is the addiction.
You just said the problem with
the
Okay, so an addiction to flowers, if it existed, would be a problem because addiction is the problem itself.
The addiction is your addiction to food. Not about fucking flowers being planted.
It's called a hypothetical.
No, it's called the way addicts talk. It's called the way addicts defend everything that they fucking do.
I'm just trying to nail down what you believe about addiction.
That you're addicted to food.
Yeah, obviously. I've conceded that point multiple times. You want to do your hair is wet problem again?
No,
is that what this is?
I brought up the super chats to do super chats. I'm just saying you're lying about.
I'm sorry your hair was wet.
I'm only losing weight because
20 minutes before the show.
People want to lose.
Because
people want me to
come up
lose
with
it.
a good problem.
It's just not true. It's not true, and everyone has to deal with food addicts in their life. So it's satisfying to hear somebody call one out. That's why I'm telling you that.
But you're not calling me out. I've told you I'm addicted to food. Why? How is it a call out?
Because you're still in denial about it.
Well, what's
you're
the
like,
denial?
oh, it's the effects, and I don't really care. You do care. You just don't want to admit it.
I care that eating food. What? That
you're addicted to food.
And I care about it in what way?
Emotionally, in your mind.
And
it's like a fucking nightmare for you guys. And you never admit it. But we all know.
Well, the nightmare would be when yeah, because you have to try and resist how good food is.
Right.
Yeah, which sucks.
But you don't.
I do sometimes.
Huh.
What? I don't understand. Look,
you do though. You do understand.
Yeah, I do understand that I like food.
You do understand
I'm
how
addicted to
addiction is.
food,
Yeah.
and I very much enjoy it. And if there ever becomes a universe where they do that thing and they install a little spigot in your tummy and you just squirt the food out, which I think they're working on. You know, you just squirt out the paste and you can go back to eating. I'd be a happy boy.
You wouldn't.
You don't think I'd be happy eating all the time?
No.
Oh, man.
No, you wouldn't.
You have no idea.
No, I think that's where addiction comes from. Is that being miserable and thinking eating or doing whatever, gambling or drinking or whatever it is going to make you happy.
But gambling, like I know why gambling sucks.
But
'cause
you're
you
not
lose your
addicted to
money.
gambling.
I am addicted to gambling, but luckily I don't do it. Honestly, we're going to Vegas, and I'm going, oh, God, I need to not go.
You're not addicted to gambling.
If I,
no,
I'm
you're
not. I can walk away. I can walk away.
Then you're not addicted to gambling.
But I will, like, get in front of a slot machine and go, it's going to hit, it's going to hit, it's going to hit, it's going to hit. And I go, God fucking damn it.
You like it. I've seen you gamble. You're not addicted to gambling.
I'm too skittish about gambling. I'm like, oh, God, I'm losing. Oh, God. I can walk away.
Yeah, you can walk away.
God, I was watching have you ever seen that dog, whatever guy? The guy who, he's like the YouTube gambler who like just loses hundreds of thousands of dollars because he's so addicted. It's insane.
Yeah.
Bro, now that I get. You should watch those videos. Okay, we'll do some.
Yeah, I don't think the gambling guys are as funny as the hoarders.
But
as
it's
the hoarders
crazy.
and the my 600-pound life people.
Dude.
Those guys are fucked.
I'll send you a video of this guy. He wins $100,000.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
He's like, this is great. I'm going to take all these vacations. It's going to be great. Let's just do a couple dice rolls. And everybody in his chat is going, stop! For the love of fucking God, stop! As he's just jamming on this button. And it's like, up 10, down 20, up 30, down 20, down 20, up 20. And you're like, ah! It'll give you a fucking brain aneurysm. Guys, don't forget, vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. You know, if you're a guy with long hair and it gets wet sometimes, it was an excellent problem we brought in. We're also going to have a bonus episode. Dick was sick. Another good thing you did for the show. I'm out here making clips. He's getting sick. So we'll have that bonus episode that we had to postpone because of Dick's sickness. And also, don't forget Hackamania in Las Vegas. On May 9th, I believe, we will be in Las Vegas, along with Carl from WATP, Melton from Nobody Loves Onions, The Creep Off, and all your favorites, including possibly Nick Rekieta, I believe, is confirmed to show up.
That'd be great.
That'll be fun. You talked to Nick anytime recently? He seems in good spirits.
That's good.
Synthetic Shinobi for 2 says, thanks for not killing yourselves. Cardinal for 2 says, R.I.P. kid named Finger. Cardinal for 2, we love Vito. Synthetic Shinobi for 5, biggest problem is never being able to drink the last third of your Slurpee through a straw. I don't like Slurpees. Do you like Slurpees?
Fine. It's just sugar.
Yeah, I never liked them. LJ Clabarino for 2, biggest problem is a tiny windshield crack from Highway Pebble. I have one of those that thankfully has not expanded out. That's what you got to worry about.
Yeah, you got to fill them in.
Yeah, do they?
The guy at the gas station randomly appears like a random event.
Have you ever gotten hit with the I can get that dent out of your car scam?
No.
I fell for that one once. So there's a guy, you have a dent in your car. I have that Honda Element. I've had it forever, and it's got a big dent on the back of it. And a guy comes up to you, and he goes, hey, you got that dent there? I go, yeah, you know, it kind of sucks. He goes, oh, don't worry. I can get it out of there for like 50 and 20, I don't remember, $50 probably. And I'm like, like, okay, $50, sure, yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, totally reasonable. So the guy takes this little, like, fucking suction cup thing. You probably see him doing it on, like, YouTube or something, where it's like he's going to use the suction cup to get it out.
Yeah.
And he does the suction cup, doesn't come out. He does the suction cup again, doesn't come out. He goes, don't worry, I got just the thing. And he sprays it with this, like, something from one of those spray canisters. And he goes, all right, we're good. And I go, well, what do you mean? It's still the dent. He goes, no, this thing... This spray, it's going to expand, it's going to bring it out, but it's going to take a day.
Oh.
And I go, oh, okay, so I'll pay you tomorrow? And he goes, no, you pay me now. And I'm like, all right, well, he says it'll work, so I gave a guy $50. It
doesn't?
And I look online and they go, if a guy tells you he can get rid of your crack by spraying a thing on it, that man is lying. And I'm like, fuck.
You should make clips for that price.
He had a whole little kit. I was like, he must know what he's talking about. I mean, I think normally he probably does get it out with the suction cup. Yeah. But if it's like a last-ditch effort, he's like, well, I got to get the $50 at least.
That shit might work.
I don't know. Maybe there's something out there that does that. The suction cup thing can work depending on the dent. That one's like an old dent, though. It's probably like set in or whatever. Anyway, so If a guy tries to spray a thing on your car, don't pay him. Be like, come back tomorrow and see if it works.
Just have a dented car.
Just have a dented car.
It's not worth it.
Koo for 50. Thanks for not killing yourselves via chainsaw during Vito's booty. Well,
You're welcome, Koo.
Looks like we might have another one coming up, and we'll see if the chainsaw makes an appearance. Britsman for 2. Biggest problem is leaving the room during a super chat about you. Sturg for 2. Biggest problem is when your Wi-Fi kind of works, but not enough. Stu K for 2. When life gives you lemons, you eat them. That's my motto. I'd love to also, guys, somebody please leave a super chat commenting on Blood Ruth, because I'd like to take a look at that. Fidel Cashflow for 5. Been seeing lots of PK highlights featuring you, Dick. Keep up the good work attaching. Woody and Hutch. Thanks for not killing yourselves, Vito. Get back on PKA.
Oh, Hutch is really spinning out, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been tweeting a lot, huh?
You guys just don't know what to do. You don't know what to guilt us into feeling or...
Stop associating me with Hutch. I still don't even really know who that guy is.
He's a liberal.
That's what I assume.
All the fucking same. It's always...
You're right. I'm exactly...
Oh, it's Trump's not actually good enough. Oh, you guys didn't want this. You guys are dumb. His IQ is low.
Ridiculing Black History Month by calling out a black airship, and you're going to tell me I'm the same as Hutch.
All you motherfuckers are racist as shit. Republicans just want to be left alone. We don't have to think about race.
I want to get on Kunga's talk radio show.
Liberals definitely think they're above black people. They think they're above everybody.
Frog washing for 2. Remember, everyone, Vito said he's giving refunds. Cameron for 2. How many pages did you complete this week?
Oh, they're all completed, don't you know?
Baby.
It's just perfecting the colors. Getting the purple more purpley, and the yellow more yellowy.
A little bit. Stu K for 2. I loved my autist. I defend my autist. My autist.
Oh, I get it.
Frank Lucas for 5. Vito, what's the amount of money it would take to get an itinerary of your average week, including food eaten? We can crowdfund this. I could come up with a number. You guys want to know everything I eat every week?
I want to know the number to get a film of the inside of your house.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean...
You don't think there's a problem there?
If you let me clean it up...
No.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, there's like fucking, clothes on the ground in my bedroom or whatever.
You have all night to clean it up. What do you mean if you let me clean it up?
There's like dishes.
Obviously, I wouldn't take a picture.
Dishes in the sink,
Is there a sink? Is there dishes on the floor?
There are no dishes on the floor.
Well, how much time would you need to clean it up?
A day or two.
Okay.
Tony,
so how much
Tony was in there. What did Tony say?
I could see it in his eyes. You guys don't know who you're talking to.
It was perfectly fucking clean.
Now a lot of things are making sense.
Shut up. I bought a pumice stone. You know a pumice stone?
Something that you shouldn't be within 10 miles of.
Doesn't make any sense. I bought a pumice stone and I cleaned the bathtub. So all the stains, pumiced them right off.
You should only need soap to clean those off.
You shouldn't need hard water. It's a porcelain. How many baths do you? You don't take baths.
No, because I'm clean.
It's not. I don't take baths because I'm unclean. I take baths because I enjoy taking baths. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I jerk off. It doesn't clean me.
Okay.
I take a shower.
There was a couple, like hard water stains, and I took the pumice stone and I got rid of them for my good friend Tony.
But you still you wouldn't have a price
to come take a video of my place.
Yeah. If we crowdfunded it, 10 grand.
I might do. I mean, well, how much you want to pay?
$5,000.
$5,000.
What if we get it arranged?
My place is not that interesting, man. $5,000 in what? What are you gonna do in there?
In Disney dollars.
5,000 Disney dollars. I do want to go to Disney.
We're gonna hire a real estate agent to come in. I'm gonna tell her that we're gonna sell the property. She's gonna come in, record it.
If you want to come over to my place, you can.
I don't want to. I'm not asking.
Come over. You want to play some Magic cards?
No.
I'm gonna set up a commander thing. Speaking of which, we should have the biggest problem Magic tournament. It seems like the fires are cleared.
The fires are cleared.
I have a lot of Innistrad remastered product we could use to run drafts and sealed events if people are into that format.
Okay.
And also, if any of you know how to get the Final Fantasy Magic cards, please tell me, because they keep selling out before I can buy any of them.
All right.
So that would be helpful. Jerry and Coke for 10. Biggest problem in the universe is getting smashed too early on Sailor Jerry and Coke. Love you, Dicks and Veets.
It's a big problem.
Vito's Plushie for 5. Welcome to Biggest Problem. The co-host used to be George. Now it's Gorge. For another 2, he says, help me, I'm stuck with a bunch of rusty lunchboxes.
Oh, that's too bad.
Black Crimson for 2 says, did you hear what happened to Sargon? For another 2, he says, Sargon D's nuts. It's close.
Suck on.
Close. Vito's plushie for 2, what has more crack than Vito's apartment? His ass. Diamond G for 2, I slipped on ice and shoved dicks in my ass. Vito's plushie for 2, I'm Vito's conky. He can't deal with his emotions. Wait, what's a conky?
It's from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, okay. Fashionably unemployed for 2. Vito, do you prefer Gold's Gym or Plain Fitness? Well, Plain Fitness is not a place, but I mean, I've used Planet Fitness, but I don't like it there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I wish I could find a good gym. That would be nice. Do you go to? You don't go to a gym though. You do like Pilates.
Well, that's at a thing.
Yeah,
that's at a
But
studio.
you have like a home like workout thing.
Yeah, I just use dumbbells though.
Yeah. It's I would actually pay for like a nice gym, but I don't think there are any.
I wish that there was a place that taught you how to respect women. As long as we're making things up that we're not
a nice gym
gonna do.
No, they have. I remember in Boston, my buddy worked at a gym. And well, that's the weird thing is he wasn't my buddy.
I wish there was an astronaut training camp around here that I could go to.
He was a dude I knew from high school, and he showed me around. And then he goes, "So it's $500 a month," and I was like, "A broke fucking dude living in Boston." I'm like, "Oh, well,
I'm gonna go to a
Lamaze."
Lamaze. I wish there was a Lamaze class for men.
Well, they did.
Around
they
here.
did have that for a while. It was called Wee Spa. Let's see. Fashionably unemployed says fitness weenie down your mouth. So he was trying to do a
planet,
thing.
Though. You messed up Planet Fitness.
Yeah, you
though.
need to make it Planet Fitness.
But
not
that was
Plain
pretty good.
Fitness.
You got him.
Fitness weenie down your mouth. V. Toby Goblin Cox for 5. Don't make fun of Vito. It isn't his fault. He has an unfortunate looking face. I agree, man. It's those tiny eyes. Diamond G for 2. I can't stick my fist in your college degree.
Oh.
Okay. Picard for 5. Ignore the haters, Vito. There's always a place for another deformed alien on the USS Enterprise. Hey, Andy Dick got to go to space. Why can't I? Flirk and the Berg for 5. Trump just deported Oprah. The age of the sassy black woman is over. Hey, you watched that Black Mail Lady movie?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me it was like the most horrifically shot thing ever. Somebody posted a clip.
That's Netflix. They
Dude.
shoot everything like that now.
No, that was like shockingly bad how it was shot. Like the framing of Oprah. I'm like, what is this guy? If it was Tyler Perry directing it?
I don't know. They shoot everything like that on Netflix now.
Dude, it looked like dog shit. That was crazy. Twist Gloomy for 5. Biggest problem is Vito taking a stance on anything. When proven wrong, he laughs it off and says, who cares? This is all dumb. Oh, so like when, Dick gets hit with anything, he goes, whatever, we're going to destroy you liberals. Yeah. Same kind of thing.
You just did it.
All right. Twist Gloomy for another 5. Side note, how about you finish that comic before you grift your fan base with fucking knickknacks? These are free to my Patreon people. Okay? No one is being grifted. Diamond G for 2. Maybe Dick's kid can finish Super Killer.
No,
Chipper Clipper
I
for
don't
2.
think so.
Vito, please give your fans a different name. Absolutely not.
Pedophiles. Vito's pedophiles. That's what it's going to be. Not Vito Files anymore. It's Vito's pedophiles.
What are you drinking tonight there, Dick?
Regular beer.
Regular
I hate it.
beer. Oh, that explains the mood.
I had that joke lined
Locked
up
in
for
the
3
whole
hours.
hour.
I saw that super chat coming up. I happened to look when I was posting it live.
That's what you've been holding for 3 hours?
Well, I just saw it come up, and I said, "Oh, when that comes up, I'm going to say it's just pedophiles." And then it finally came up. I was like, yes.
Wow,
I
I'm
saw it
glad you
coming
saved
up.
that classic witticism. Chipper Clipper.
Sorry, I know it's not norm. I know it's not ironic and better than everyone. It's just a joke. I know that. I know that's not your kind of comedy.
Chipper Clipper for 2. We did that one. Real Black Guy for 2. Rich from Review Tech USA's career. Ah ha 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 ha. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that guy. It seemed like
I don't know, but anytime there's that many ha's, I know I'm not interested.
Yeah. Silver the Cold Steel for 5. Late, gay, and fat. Just released Super Killer, you elephant. V. Toby Goblin Cox for 5. Spring's around the corner. Before you know it, it's going to be Oinko de Mayo.
Ah!
Oinko? Cinco?
Sure.
I feel like there's some...
Hey. I'll support that joke. I think it's a good joke, and it's fun, and everyone could laugh at it.
All right.
Not good enough for His Majesty, the King of Comedy.
Well, Cinco starts with a C. Oinko?
You should see your way to the gym.
Okay. Scar for 2 on time and epic. It's true. We did start the show comfortably
Pretty
on
much
time
on time.
today. Ice Wallow come for 5. What's up, my N-words? Nice hat, Vito. Shoebox Kingdom for 2 says, Vito, that hat ain't it. I do actually hate this hat.
I thought you might have hated it.
I really hate this hat. I don't know why. It's so stupid.
64 for 2. God, that Tails hat is so awful. Vito's
I agree this hat is terrible.
Echo 1, 2, 3, 4 for 10. The biggest problem is not being able to donate more because you're saving for drones and camo in case of an invasion of your country over some stupid shit like a tweet hurting Elon's feelings. Tweet hurting Elon's feelings?
He's saying that his country is going to be invaded, but we don't know
Canada.
what country you're from. Oh,
Canada.
Canada.
I don't think we have to invade Canada. We just have to say, like, okay, well, there's tariffs now, and we're like, if you pay Canadian workers, you have to pay a 50% tax.
Yeah,
And
I don't know
that's
what's
like the
going
end
on.
of-
Have any tariffs kicked in yet? I thought he put those on hold.
Yeah, he did for 30 days. Flutter Dash for 64. 5. Dick's beard's getting more gray. Is becoming one hell of a memento mori.
He's a father.
Hot fart Dingledorf for 5. Voted up, making your friends look bad. Vito, get the comic out, please.
Will do.
Generic is washed for 5. After listening to the last episode, we love you, Vito. Feels like Dick has been much harsher than
Don't
usual.
tell him that because he's just going to get worse.
I don't care if they say it. Strategery for 5. I saw him
I
fighting.
don't think you're too harsh. I think it's fun. I did have people reach out and they go, you really got to tell Dick he's got to be nice to you. And I'm like, I don't think that's the show, man. What are you doing?
I don't.
He's not
nice about
what am I going to say? Yeah.
The comic?
I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I'm practicing reckless positive. Nobody wants to hear that.
That is the worst.
I won't say it again, but I am just trying to be, I'm having fun. I'm having a real good time. See, you know what? That is what the problem is. The problem is I'm just having a real good time. And I got a bunch of guys around me going, why is that guy? That's why everybody hates me, Everybody always goes, man, I hate that Vito guy. He's such a piece of shit.
Such a good time.
Because he's having
They're jealous.
a
They're
good
jealous.
time.
They're jealous, bro.
It's not jealousy. It is, they want me to be miserable. They want it so bad. They want me to be miserable. And they don't understand why I'm just like, I don't know,
Why you're
man.
not.
Well, because they're like, you don't have a fucking door on your bathroom. You fucked your cat. You're a pedophile. I'm like,
The one. The first one of those was the correct one.
The door on the bathroom?
Yeah, but then
okay, let's crowdfund
why
a
are you
door.
arguing with
Let's
people in the
crowdfund a
YouTube
door.
comments going like, we're all miserable? Haha, okay, like why are you responding to people saying you're happy, but then you're also saying we're all miserable and we're all gonna die and all this shit
Well,
too?
because I think I forget what that guy said specifically, but it was something like Vito's just coping with the fact that he's like, can't deal with whatever, blah, blah, blah. He was trying to say like, because his life is a mess and he's fucked. And I'm like, yeah, everybody's life is a mess and we're fucked.
That's not true though.
I feel like it is.
Right.
Okay. That's my interpretation of all of you people.
That's very insulting.
I think you're all, you can also be happy, but we're all fucked.
No, we're not all fucked.
We are all fucked.
No, we're not.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Cool. Have fun, man.
Yes, we're all having fun.
I'm also having fun.
But then why are you fixated on everyone also being miserable?
I don't think you're
We're not.
I'm not saying
we're
you're
not fucked.
I didn't say you're miserable. I said you're fucked.
Why are we fucked?
I'm not going to get into it.
Why are we fucked?
It's too depressing.
It's not. But yes, we're not depressed.
I know you're not. And that's even more depressing. But you know what? You just got to
It's even more depressing to you.
It's more depressing
that
to me.
we're not depressed.
That you guys, some of you, well.
And this is not a mental. It's 100% a mental issue of yours.
Sure.
That you are not sure that you are depressed. It has nothing to do with us.
You're right. I probably am more depressed than you guys.
Probably.
You guys should be as depressed as I am.
Why?
Exactly. Why?
Why would we be?
You're right, and that's reckless positivity for you.
Why would we be as depressed as you?
Life's kind of a mess, yeah.
It's not. What about it is a mess?
You're right. We all live forever in the sky. We all
We're gonna die. Why is that depressing?
Candy Mountain. Why is that depressing? I don't know, man.
Why?
I don't want to get into it on our exciting comedy podcast.
Why not?
Life's kind of a downer.
No, it's not. Why is your life a downer?
You are a little bit in you are luckily in a position where, you don't have to deal with as much shit. You know?
Luck! I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry that so many bad things happen to you
saying,
that you have to suffer through.
Yeah, I'd say I probably have had tougher issues in my life, but it's not a contest.
I'm gonna go get my violin. Can you read the super chats? And I'll play you a sad, sad song about the guy who stole $100,000 from
I'm
fans.
just fucking with you. Look,
you're not though. I think you really think that.
No. I know you've gone through things. Of course, we all do.
No. You don't. You don't know anything about my life, really.
Not really, but I assume that you, as a human being, have experienced some forms of hardship.
Why? Who cares?
Yeah, that's right. That's a very positive attitude. I'm right there with you. We all experience.
But why are you on YouTube comments telling people that we're all
trauma?
fucked?
Well, we are all fucked. I don't know what you want to. If you want me to tell you there's a light at the end of the tunnel, there ain't. We're all fucked.
Not for you.
Definitely not for me.
You're underground. It's not a tunnel.
Either
you're buried in the dirt.
If I'm lucky, I'll go to the sphere. We'll see.
Oh, your sphere thing.
The sphere is not. I feel like I need to clarify. The sphere is kind of a goof. It's not like I'm not like
everything is a goof. We know that you're not being serious.
Right. I'm not a really. Well, somebody was like, "Oh, Vito thinks he's so much." His religion, he's like so smug about it. I'm like,
that's true.
I'm goofing around.
That's the smugness.
You're right. Everything's great, and we should all be happy. No one is fucked. We're all gonna be fine. Okay, I'm fucked, but no one else.
Well, not everybody.
I'm in the category of people who are fucked. You are not.
I'm not
You're
fucked,
great.
no.
You're great. You're good to go. All right.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yeah. I'm not fucked.
Could you be better?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it seems like you have some exciting things going on in your life. You're going to have a child, you business opportunities. I'm excited for you.
Okay.
Well, I'm saying you got a lot to be positive about. I get it. It's good.
And you don't.
And probably less. But I do think that, you know what? I am excited that I have a community who has supported me. I've definitely had some stumbles. I will say this.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we look at Blood Ruth, please? I really want to.
No.
I really want to.
No, only if people pay.
All right.
I'm not going to look
Someone
at it
please
for free.
pay. I want to look at Blood Ruth.
Strategy for 5. ISOM fighting game characters and right-hand man's move list just got leaked. Apparently, you can trigger your super with right. Yeah, I know. I like the right thing. Johnny Rocket for 5. EVS is promoting a comic about Vito tonight. Whoa, check out Pigman on Fun My Comic.
I have seen Pigman. He's punching Arabs.
What do you think about the art in Pigman?
It's I think he should keep he has like some mix of styles. And I
know you don't shit on artists. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, are you in that Facebook group? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't go on Facebook at all. What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean Twitter. Sorry. Yeah, we were discussing the Pigman art. And apparently he's redrawing part of it or something.
So you think it's good or?
I think there's stuff about...
Okay.
No, I do.
Just say what you really think. Stop lying to make friends with comic guys.
I'm not lying. I'm saying that there's stuff I don't understand what's part of it and what's not because somebody told me the whole thing like this is the old version that I'm looking at.
Okay.
So I'm saying, well,
so the old version. What do you think about the art in that?
I don't like it.
Okay.
I like the new stuff.
Why? How would you, if you had to describe it?
It's not. It's like, you know how you can either make your art like realistic or like cartoony. Okay. It's like in the middle of that, and he should just pick one of the two and push 100% in that direction.
Like Simpsons porn.
Yes,
it's a good real. It's too real. Too cartoony.
Well, that's the thing is the stuff where the pig man is like beating the shit out of people. I'm like, this is cool and like cartoony, but then he has some panels that are like a little more realistic. I'm like, just stick with that one.
Sounds like SpongeBob though, or like Ren and Stimpy.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Either way, you know what? Here's the great thing about comics is you can make up your mind yourself. Go to Fund My Comic, check out Pigman. You know, maybe it'll work for. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited for it. Jackson for 10. Biggest problem is converted influencers, people who claim they were saved by God after previously living an unscrupulous life so they can sell merch with crosses on them. How do people always fall for this?
Because they're stupid.
Oh, there's a lot of those Christian grifters these days, huh? You probably see more than I do. Is that Ashley St. Clair lady like one of those or no?
I don't know.
I don't understand at all. Hartford Dingodor for 5 Canadian. Did you know that in Isom's lore, Isom's family heritage hails from the country Zugandis?
Oh, Zugandis nuts?
Strategy for 2 says right, left. No, just kidding, right. That is the, and then he says Zugandis wiener, fuck.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. LJ Clubberino for 2. We will get Isom 5 before Super Killer. I don't think so. Sarah Gardner for 10. Australian napkins aren't the issue. No hand towels in someone's bathroom. It's the biggest problem. What the fuck do they expect you to use their personal towel? Fucking gross.
That's true, but that's not the same.
Dead Cat for 2 says we all have a clean, dirty clothes pile. Thank you, Dead Cat. You understand. Chris Schofield for 5. Disposable napkins are for 4 people. Use a full towel and wash them each time. Strategy, Mounties, more like Mount D's nuts. Othen for 2. Paper towels are better than napkins. Only a Dem thinks otherwise. Well,
yeah, I mean, you guys, I know you're lazy, but napkins are better. You don't need to you don't need to be the cool guy and be like, oh yeah, actually paper towels are cool and shop towels are like, I drink hot sauce and use shop towels in a shop vac to eat dinner.
I did get kind of excited when you said shop towels.
So fucking stupid.
Aquavitch for 2. Norm's dead.
You're
Didn't
just
even
lazy.
know
Don't
he
worry
was
about
sick.
it.
Claptrap for 10. Nut. Chef Boyardee for 10. Big ups to Liquid Richard. Jack Rockstar for 5. Is Rick only so pro napkin because Mexicans prefer to dry out their paper towels after using them?
That's true.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, if it's not dirty, we'll just throw it on the counter.
How are you to say you can't wear dirty clothes and tell me you dry out paper towels?
Well, because that's like something that's on the sink that you throw away.
That would be
You're like walking around and
you used it to wipe up filth. You can't use
No, it's only for water.
Stage 0 for 2. And then he tries to get me. He says, I'm a pedophile and love biking.
King, you're up for 5. Biggest problem are autistic joke repeaters. Writing No Frog Tony, what the hell, was so funny this 20th time you posted it. Please keep doing it.
We are getting a lot of Frog Tony comments on the videos.
Case Swindle for 5. Thank you for not offing yourselves or each other a mass murdering of innocent people or crowded public events. Yeah. JJ for 2. Planes have a rudder, too. It controls yaw. No, it's
not like a boat rudder.
First of all, this wasn't a plane, you fucking idiot. It was a boat with a rudder at the end of the boat. It wasn't a fucking... Thanks for fucking explaining that planes have a rudder, you stupid piece of shit. Strategery for 5. Imagine asking somebody how to design you an aircraft, but when you try to write it, it chucks ships in my ass. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
For 2. Grand Theft Aeronautics. Oh, hell no. Keith lost the Switch.
I do want them to
5.
add that boat to the GTA games now, so I'm going to mod that.
Yeah, with the rudder, please.
Yes.
Lawrence, planes have a rudder, too. Go fuck yours. Lawrence Devaney for 2. I don't like sand. It's coarse and hubba.
K to the Swiss for 5. Thank you. Royston S. Bailey for 2. You two are proof that the U.S. education system sucks. Eat shit. Maxwell 21 for 17. I realize all
because you don't know trivia. People who say that think that like trivia is an education. Like, who's the second actor in Bewitched? Like, he doesn't know. His U.S. education system really failed.
Maxwell 21 for 17. I realized all the team guy stuff was just Dick projecting. Dick is the ultimate team guy. I've heard him rant so much about lefties pissing off folks for cute shit, and now he celebrates it.
I celebrate?
I don't know. You're doing some cute shit, apparently. Bob Terwilliger.
Amazing. Thank you, Maxwell.
For 20. Mitchell and Webb are literal poofs, and the skull, Topenkopf, was used in the German army since the days of Frederick the Great. The skull means you should always be able to risk death for the sake of your country. I think it's just a skull, man. Bob for another 10. Not surprised Vito only has the shallowest knowledge of history. Oh, did you know the skull is not just like a spooky skull? It's like a special skull that means love and forgiveness. He may pass Dick's Women in Wars quiz, but barely. I did pretty good on that, I thought.
Yeah.
A middle schooler's knowledge of history is classic of all leftists.
It just kind of looks cool, the skull.
Yeah, I think that's all. I think when the Germans are putting the skull on shit, it's not like, to represent, of course, the skull of our ancestors.
No, it's definitely...
They add that after the fact.
No.
When you're putting a skull on it, you're not sitting down.
You're a graphic designer and you have this little respect.
Oh my God, there's a million different
design.
things you could put down to represent anything. When you put a skull, you're going, well, yeah, because skulls are cool. You don't put
amazing.
You don't put an eyeball. You don't put, you don't put like a
you made an iPhone ad. Which
pinky
iconic
finger.
ad did you make? with that thinking?
Which iconic
advertisement did you make with that thinking? That shallow, condescending view of
I made a number of excellent trailers for video games and Kickstarter campaigns which have grossed millions of dollars, including the trailer for Grandia HD collection available on Nintendo Switch and Steam. You ever see Did you ever see my Sonic Battle Racers commercial? That was pretty good.
No.
I'll show you some of my commercials sometimes. And I did the commercial for Tuffy the Corgi made by Tim Rogers, of course.
Oh, God.
For the PlayStation Vita. Coup for 5. How's Maddox going to fill up his bags without any sand?
No shit.
Sand Wars, vote it up.
Pigeon for 20. They fly ash that came from coal plants into types of high-strength concrete for large projects. Lots of projects couldn't get concrete to match engineering specs. Okay.
Fly ash.
Oz jugs for 2.
Oz jugs is how you read that?
Well, I have one eye. And it's 10 feet away.
Why are you reading
Just
these
harvest
then?
sand from e-girls down there. Laughing
Thank
my
you,
ass off.
Ozone.
Aklavich for 2. Is Diet Coke why Sean knew so many animal facts? Maybe. That's a good
I don't know if
question.
it gives you autism. It gives your
It
kid
might.
autism.
We don't know. Turkey sandwich for 5. I'm a chicken nugget connoisseur, and I've always loved McDonald's, but damn, I got to give it up to Wendy's. Wendy's? What the
Wendy's chicken nuggets, specifically.
Oh, fuck that. Wendy's chicken nuggets are
They're not as
bullshit.
good as McDonald's.
No. Turkey sandwich for 5. Wendy's nuts are in your mouth! Oh, shit!
God, he rope-a-doped both of us hard.
Wow, good for you.
Nailed it.
Good for you, turkey sandwich. Spider Eternal for 5. Trump is saving the U.S. from destruction, and Vito is complaining. No wonder almost no competent politician gets elected. God forbid we're happy at all.
I'm not complaining.
You are big time.
I'm complaining about Benny Johnson sucking his dick.
You were complaining about his trans military ban last week. What the fuck are you talking about? You're complaining about everything he does.
Oh, that's
all you do is complain.
That's a little far.
It's like it is really. It should change your mental model of who liberals are. Trump doing stuff that's obviously good.
I've agreed that many of the things are obviously good. The trans military ban does not make any logical sense.
It should make you not want to explain things to them and remove that you're thinking that they can have things explained to them.
We got to do this for 4 years.
There's just something wrong with them. I'm going to do it forever. Everything they say is some kind of lie to fuck with your emotions.
Now, look, I know you respect my intelligence. All right.
Pigeon
Anyway.
for 5. After how Vito's people glaze Biden Obama, that's rich.
Well, Obama was black Jesus.
Diamond G for 5.
We just saw Obama and we're like, oh my God, the black guys can do this? They can talk, and come up with cool ideas and.
Yeah. Resent Team Guy Vito song reset. Team Guy Vito song to $6 again. Vito's forever.
I don't know where the price
Trump
is
era
at.
Is over.
We could get it back down to 20.
I do know what it's at.
I think it's
but he
like
hasn't hit it
25
yet.
or something.
Give us the power, Dick. Let's fucking go. You didn't hit it. Synthetic Shinobi for 2. The biggest problem is Hooters going bankrupt. Peach worked there. Chris Jackson for 5. One of the best things about the election is that all my best friend,
at least my best friend, Guido Viswaldi, still having fun. Chef Boyardee for 2. What's the deal with TBH? Don't know. Biggest problem lore. People don't want me to say TBF, which is a phrase I used to say very often in the early episodes of the show, which you can just watch on our channel instead of asking stupid questions. Chris Jackson for 5. I've never seen a 40-year-old man wearing a tails hat with ears. Well, now you have. I'm not 40 plus. Everybody thinks I'm in my 40s. LJ Clavarino for 2. Obamacare. Hey, Obama, care about these nuts.
Good one.
Don't reward them unless they do it in 2. You can't do it in 1. It's got to go. Obamacare is really great. Obamacare.
Sorry, I should have spiked your
nuts.
joke.
Oh,
it
whatever.
doesn't come naturally
I didn't
to me.
spike your fucking bit. Why do you say I'm spiked your
I don't know.
bit?
People just call you Vito the Bit Spiker. So it's kind of stuck in my
Part
brain
of the
because I'm so
show
stupid.
is that we don't agree on the problems. I think your hair problem sucks.
I don't know why I don't know why that came so easily to me. It must be because of my fragile little mind getting warped by Benny Johnson.
Okay, so I'll just yes and every problem you have. That's a good show. And remember that show that's where you told me the pitch is arguing about whatever? No, it's a show where we just agree. You're right, Dick. Long hair gets wet.
Yeah.
I don't want to spike your precious long hair gets wet bit.
So you're artist for your comic. he's fucked you or he's doing a good job.
Chef Boyardee for 2 says TBF or whatever the hell. Finray Poe for 10. So some guy, let's call him Vito, recommended I watch the Norm Macdonald Fantastic 4-bit. Pretty sure that sketch retroactively gave me cancer. Thank you, Vito, for giving me cancer. Now watch the other one on there. What is it? Tex Hooper? Tex Hooper's another good Norm skit. Warren for 2. Dick's Kid will come out before Super Killer. Boss Hog for 2 says money. Chef Boyardee for 2. ROI isn't immediate. It's more awareness. Thank you, Chef Boyardee. That is true.
Retarded.
Sarah Gardner for 5. Vito can't relate because he's a baldy and also doesn't clean. Spider Eternal for 2. And then I found negative $5, says Vito. Just Ivan for 5. Dick's right about the hair. It's why Dr. Phil Dick was so uncool.
It's terrible.
Rex Sexton for 5. Big's problem with long hair is having clumps come out when you shampoo it and plastering it on the shower wall so you don't clog the drain.
Yeah, the guinea pigs.
Jab City for 2. Wow, this show sucks. KYS. Stream games later, Vito. I will. Spider Eternal for 2. Why did women raid the voicemail box this week? Jesus fucking Christ. Shellips for 2. Watch Blippy's early stuff. Steezy Grossman, I think. Yeah, that's one of the things about Blippy is before he became Blippy, beloved child's entertainer, he made all these videos about, like, throwing shit on his friends and, like, poop. Yeah, he made, like, poop prank videos or something.
Wow.
And
Okay.
people get upset about it. I come Buckets for 2. Vito's a great guy, and I respect his work ethic. For another 2, he says psych. Charles Baker for 2. Shouldn't have spiked the Shut up. Shouldn't have spiked the problem, Vito. Aaron Wentworth for 2. I'm so tired of the Vito cycle analysis corner. No, we love it. We love it.
Yeah, you have $2. So that says
$2.
all we need to know about your opinions.
There you go. Synthetic Snowy for
I'm
another 2.
tired of this. Here's the very bare minimum that I can spend to say
Look,
this.
Vitophiles are not rich in money, but they're rich in spirit.
Hoarding and mental illness.
They're also rich in mental illness. They're liberals. Of course they are. Synthetic Snowy for 2. Keep spiking bits. It's hilarious.
He can't stop.
Cricks for 2. We saw your shampoo Vito bottle, Vito. You live like a pig, but did Tony...
How much to bring in?
Did Tony report on my shampoo situation?
Oh, man.
I
mean, I don't want to, like, play into the let's pretend that the way you live is great shit.
It's not. It's great for me. It's whatever.
It's disturbing.
The only thing I want is more space. I want like a dedicated. I need a little more space. So hopefully I can get a bigger place.
Yeah.
Asper.
How much to bring a photographer in there?
Why don't you pitch me a number?
$10.
No. A photographer?
Yeah, just like somebody to snap some pics. $50.
No.
$100.
No.
$200.
I know I could get more out of you.
$500.
You guys gave me $1,000 to sit in a sauna for a day.
$1,000. $1,000 for someone to come in and take
with
pictures
inflation
of your,
now.
$1,020 to come in and take pictures of your apartment.
I'll give you guys a hint so you can start bidding it up. There is a stuffed animal hamper.
How many people will
there
I
is
have to...
a stuffed animal hammock.
Yeah.
In my house.
How many people would have to ask for refunds on Super Killer before you'd let somebody take pictures?
You can ask. Here's what do you call it?
And writing bad reviews. How many bad reviews?
Write all the bad reviews you want. What do you call it? Remember when Maddox had that picture of that slime bedspread?
It was clean.
It was clean.
Yeah.
And I went, now that's a good looking bed. That looks like my bedroom.
It's clean though. No.
My bedroom was clean. It's clean. I got my exercise bike in there. I got my Neo Geo arcade machine in there, so I can play a little Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah.
I do have a Arrow City I need to get repaired that I've had for a while.
What's that?
It is a Japanese arcade cabinet that Sega manufactured in, I believe, the late 80s.
Is there dust on it?
There's probably a little bit of dust on it, yeah.
Has it ever been dusted?
I've taken a wet wipe, and, it's glass and metal.
Say yes or no.
Not dusted, but wet wiped. I've wiped it down.
Okay.
It's an arcade machine. You don't dust an arcade machine. Yeah, wet wipe it. Get all off the way. I want to get all this.
$1,000. You wouldn't let somebody in to take pictures of your
How
board.
many pictures? What are they going to do? What are they going to look at?
They got 20 pictures for $1,000.
Well, I got to think about it.
20 pictures you got to think about?
Well,
Man, for $1,000, I'd let somebody in here to take 20 pictures, no problem.
Yeah, but I don't want people. I don't know.
You want people what?
I got a lot of stuff in there. I got my stuff in there.
I know you got a lot of stuff.
I got a lot of stuff. Look, you can see it tonight on my live stream.
What about 3 pictures?
People have seen my fucking office. You can see it's got a bunch of crap in there.
The only person that I know who's been in your house is Tony.
And what did he say? He didn't even say anything bad. You're saying he's holding back.
That's why I'm asking.
You said there was something in his eye.
That's why I'm asking how much.
Look, that big-headed motherfucker doesn't know anything, okay?
I know I'm onto something.
I've been in Tony's house, okay?
Nobody cares about Tony's house.
I've been at Tony's house. He's got a rental store in the basement for some fucking reason.
Tony's got normal reactions to things. You don't have normal reactions to things.
I have totally normal reactions to things. People have seen pictures of my house. I got a nice little cat tree. My cats run around. They lie on the cat tree. I got a catio in the back.
$1,000, it shouldn't be any kind of big deal.
I mean, yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
Okay.
You're gonna see my PlayStation kiosks. They're taking up the whole fucking room because I gotta make room for them in the other
I'm not worried
room.
about those.
What are you worried about? All right.
Hordes.
The hordes.
I'm worried about hordes.
You're worried
I'm
about
worried
the
about
hoarding.
hordes.
There's a lot of
boxes
hoarding.
stacked.
There's a lot of boxes, yeah.
I'm worried about the kitchen. I'm worried about kitchen things in the kitchen that are not kitchen items.
There is part of the kitchen has a what do you call it? Shipping materials I keep in the kitchen. So I have one of those industrial racks, and that's where I have my boxes, tape.
How much shipping do you do every week?
Oh, well, now because I'm doing like Whatnot, I need all the what do you call it? Padded envelopes and stuff. And it's also got like the flat.
So, what number?
I sent out 10 packages.
10 packages a week? You get a whole shipping station in the kitchen?
Well, it's not a whole shipping station. It's where I keep, all that stuff. And it's also got, the pins and the copies of Enemy Weapon. It's like Maddox had his
like a
T-shirt
storage
thing, remember?
Yeah, that was disturbing.
Yeah,
that was very disturbing.
That
was very disturbing.
Well, where did he keep that, though?
With him at all times.
Okay.
In his house, in the spare room, in his bedroom.
I have a little shelf, one of those just, shelving stations or whatever. It's got all the tape and the. Hey, I got too much stuff.
Take a picture of that. What's the big deal?
I can take a picture of it. You really want to see a bunch of shipping stuff?
No, we got to use our photographer.
We got to use our guy.
We got to use the show guy.
We got to get all the stuff. I'm trying to think what the worst thing you could possibly see is.
The bathroom.
The bathroom's nice.
There's no way.
It's fine. It's a fine bathroom. It's fine. I got an Evangelion towel hanging up, so while you're taking a shit, you can look at all your favorite Evangelion characters.
When was it washed last?
Well, never, because it's just hanging up. It's a towel.
Yeah.
I don't use it. It doesn't, adhere to my body. It's collected up steam.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? I thought you were joking.
No.
You have a towel that's never been washed?
It's never been used.
So it's just hanging in the bathroom?
I have it. It's like a tapestry. It's like a towel, but it's like a poster.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
What material is it?
Whatever they make towels out of.
No, you got to wash that.
I guess if it got dirty.
It's dirty.
It might have, I don't know, residual bathroom stink, maybe.
That's what stink is. Residual.
Okay, but you don't wash
bathroom.
Every bottle that's in the bathroom.
Yeah, I do.
You take like the bottle of air freshener and you take that and you wash it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
With cleaning. Like a brush. Yeah.
I've never
clean.
I don't
clean,
think the Evangelion
clean.
towel is dirty. I don't think that.
Well, just for fun.
Okay, sure, I'll take it
but
down.
But you have to pay to get it washed.
Well, I could just put it in with the wash.
And that costs
well, I also probably would want to hint. I don't want them to put it on too high a setting and destroy it. If you use the high heat, it could destroy it. It's a very thin towel. What? That's perfectly reasonable. That's a reasonable thing to be concerned about.
It's disgusting.
What's the
it's
towel?
Disgusting.
What is disgusting about it? It doesn't have mold. It doesn't have
I'm
mildew.
pissed at Tony. I'm pissed at Tony
for what?
For not giving us the straight.
He could have mentioned that there's an Evangelion towel hanging in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's like a curtain. It's like you don't.
It's a towel or a curtain.
But I'm saying, how often you wash your curtains? You take them and you launder them or whatever?
Yeah, every week.
Every week you take the curtains down and put them in the washing machine.
Yeah.
That's not true, and I know that's not true.
Okay.
Let's see.
We saw your shampoo bottle where you, yeah.
Aspartame brain tumor for 2. PPP is addicted to gambling. That makes sense because he has nothing else to do with his Canadian life. Cameron for 5. 2 more comics this year. We get an apartment tour.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Are you willing to
It's a
commit
good,
to that?
2 comics.
If you don't get 2 comics out this year, we get an apartment tour, led by me.
Well,
yes or no?
I want money. You were talking about money.
No. You
Now
get
I've
all the
lost
fucking money in the world. If you get 2 comics, or else no one is buying your comics, or else nobody buy the comics.
All right, nobody buy
the comics. If you don't agree to this, nobody buy the comics.
Nobody buy the comic if we don't get an apartment tour.
Nobody buy. If you can't agree.
How about this? We will have a stretch goal for the next crowdfunding campaign.
Nobody support the comics.
Well, then you're
nobody
not
buy the
it.
comics.
I'm telling you how you can get it.
Okay.
It's a stretch goal. It's the same.
No, nobody. The stretch goal is a lie.
Nobody
support the comics.
If it hits the stretch goal.
Yeah, but you won't get anything out. Nobody wants to give you money for comics that are never going to come out.
It'll be for a comic that's already ready to go. How's that?
I don't believe it. I don't believe you.
Well,
you won't have 2 out. That's the problem.
You got to believe.
No, okay. So you're right, Cameron. That's good instincts.
Good instincts.
You nailed him.
You nailed him to the wall. Dean Shock for 2. Hey, boys, thanks for the laughs.
You're welcome.
Joe Cool for 5. Best part of the show is when Vito's New England racist liberal is no match for Rick's non-racist Southwest conservatism. Can't wait for my grape comic cover. Alec Martinez for 5. Super Ito, taking down sandwiches and fighting colors should be your next comic. Meow Mang Chegs for 5. I can't wait until Vito pretends like he understands fatherhood when Dick has his kid. That'll be the Dick takedown of the century. I'm already giving great fatherly advice.
I mean, in a way,
Don't drop your kid on his head at the arcade, and don't drink Diet Coke.
God damn it, I'm out of fucking batteries.
Righty Tighty 91 for 2. We need a Vito's fatherly advice segment. Well, you just got it. Anthan for 2. I hate you, Vito. Koof for 20 says Blood Ruth, please.
Yes. Okay.
Let's do it.
I
would go to EVS's Twitter, and he has posted. So Eric July has a comic coming out called Blood Ruth. It is about a black woman who is some sort of witch, vampire hunter, something. Written and directed by the Saska sisters, 2 proud female writers who I assume understand the plight of an African-American witch for some reason. And
I mean, kind of.
Yeah,
it's just women.
It's just women.
Like black women and white women are that different.
They say things different.
They just complain constantly. Oh, wow. They're complaining so differently. Over here in Africa. Whoa. Are they also not doing anything here? That's amazing. Our women don't do shit in everywhere else in the world, too.
You might have a point. You know, I don't know. The Saskas have channeled the African experience.
Is this it?
This is it. Now, so how do I frame this? So there's the comics coming out. And Eric July wants us to know that there's something in the comic that the fools among you might think was a mistake.
Okay, so he fucked
but was
up.
actually a calculated, creative decision that he regrets, which is even more confusing because he's not defending.
And he's wearing the fucking cancer shirt.
It's
for like mass deflection.
Well, at least
we're gonna beat
at
cancer.
least we saved this lady for cancer.
$300.
And again, it says for a cure, and they didn't donate the money towards a cure at all. It went to a lady. That's not what that means. Giving your friend money for cancer treatment is a cure for them. That's not the correct usage of that.
You're not racing for the cure. You're racing for, like, the rent.
Right. You're not giving it to a doctor like, can you go find a cure for cancer? You're saying this is lady's chemo.
Why does it say Eric? Why does it pop up Eric July at the bottom?
In case you didn't know who it was, you might forget. There's so many
edited
guys. The same guy who edits all this shit to have all these misspellings and bullshit. All right.
Oh yeah, can roll. All right.
Total can roll from our good friend.
What's up, y'all? It's Eric July with Rippaverse Comics, and I may have screwed up just a little bit. You know how things, they play out in your mind and you want to experiment, and then when you see it kind of come into fruition, doesn't quite look like you.
It's the opposite of fruition, you fucking moron.
May have intended.
Things not working out is the opposite of fruition.
This might have happened with Blood Ruth #1, which is shipping right now to all of you customers. Now, this scene I'm going to show you guys real quick. You first saw it with the original previews for Blood Ruth #1.
So this is a white lady. So I don't actually know what's going on
colored
here.
in, though. They're not going to like scribble her as black. They're just gonna know to use brown.
But that's not.
tone.
But Bloodroot's hair is like she has like an afro, I thought, kind of thing.
Oh, I don't know.
I think this is a
that's not
different
black
lady.
woman hair.
Just so you guys know, there are 2 editions of Bloodroot. I believe there is a regular colored version and a black and white version. Eric is explaining that because he reviewed the black and white version, that may have contributed to his editorial oversight. Let's continue.
I believe, when we first announced it. Now, how the Soskas did it, they originally planned for it to be this double page, like spread, like splash page or what have you. And I was looking at it, especially with the black and white, which I do believe it still plays out a little better than in the black and white than it does with the color. What if we go for this like more cinematic look? As if you can imagine sort of the camera like panning, right? You see one part of it and then you see the other side as it slowly pans, let's say from left to right or what have you. So you see this demon here, right?
Sure.
And he's doing what he does here. Now again.
Okay, so we're looking at right now half of a piece of art.
It's just a woman's back.
It's the back
You have
of
no
a woman.
idea what's happening.
Well, there's a hand holding what might be a knife. That is,
I can't. Oh, I
is
can't
that
tell
blood
what that is.
or magic? Yeah. Well, first of all, doing this black and white edition is, I think you have to do a little bit of shading because I can't read this at all. So yeah, so one of the pages is going to be the back of a woman and a hand holding a knife.
Yeah.
Okay, exciting stuff. And then what happens, Eric?
I'm thinking this is gonna play out cinematically. It's gonna look real cool because the next page, you get the full reveal, right?
So fucking retarded.
So
it's just a man.
Well, it's there's a demon man, but I don't know what he's doing because the previous page has the lady and the knife, and then you turn the page and there's just a guy. And what everyone who is smart believes is, oh, Eric sent it to the printer in the wrong order.
Yeah.
So the double page splash was printed on reverse pages instead of across 2 pages.
Yeah, and they should have caught it. Honestly, the printer should have caught it.
Anyone
Everyone
should have caught it.
this.
They send you, as I was listening to EVS, and anyone who knows this, you get sent a print, not even a print copy, a digital copy that you can open on your computer and go,
Yeah.
okay, those 2 pages, those 2 pages. Oh, we
Whoops.
made a mistake. Hey, that actually needs to be an even number page instead of an odd number page. Instead of just, here's the weirdest thing. Instead of just, one, not saying anything, that's what I think I would have done. And then when people found it out, go, yeah, well, we made a small mistake.
Nah, this is smart. What he's doing
This is smart?
Yeah. Well, it's at a point now where you have to believe the people that are left buying this shit will believe whatever he says.
Right.
So
they will believe him when he says this was a cinematic technique.
Yeah, they'll believe
that
it.
I purposefully, even though the Soskas designed this as a 2-page spread, I stepped in.
We had a whole discussion where I said, "Yeah, it's going to be better if it's totally fucked up." And unlike anything you've ever seen in comics before, and they will believe that because it's guys like Sturgeon. It's like total retards. The people that are left buying this stuff,
dude. This video, like he's lied a lot, and this is like one of the first times that I'm like, so he just thinks everybody just believes everything he says, no matter what.
They do.
He'll say,
I mean, that's what they're left. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is like, again, you can just say, oh, in future printings, we're going to adjust it. Because previously he's made, remember when
was a choice
Remember
that
when
I
he
did.
spelled Goodying wrong and he made that video and he's like, there will be minor editorial errors, and we accidentally sent off. And you're like, oh, okay, well, this is a little bit of cope, but fine. It's like a movie. Look at his example. Look, this is how he thinks it's like.
As if you can imagine sort of the camera like panning, right? You see.
How is it like that at all? How is seeing half an image and then seeing half another image like panning in a movie?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. If I take my comic book and cut it in half, I don't go, well, this is just like going to the movies. You see
Every
half
page
the
should be like
picture.
that.
You just cut the whole book in half.
Well, it's obviously a lie, but he also has that stupid picture of Santuan punching Isom. That's a 2-page spread. So it's obviously not like
he knows what a 2-page spread is.
He obviously knows what a 2-page spread is.
Why can you always freeze frame on this guy? It just looks ridiculous.
Because he's always lying. He's like always jerking around, lying.
The weird thing is, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, well, you know what you could do is you could like rip that page out and put in like a fold out poster to replace that page if you really needed to, or add like an ad. Like you
But they're already all printed.
But you could like slide it in and like kind of glue it in there. You could do something.
Why?
I don't know, just so your 2-page spread makes sense instead of a picture of a lady's back.
It's a fuck up, but why are you making this weird video about it just so us and Ethan Van Sciver don't laugh at it? That's why.
Which makes it way worse because now we have something to laugh at more. Like
no,
before,
we would have more to no.
No. This is way worse.
No.
You think it would be worse if he just did it and didn't say anything?
Yeah.
I think if he just said, "Hey, I made a fuck up," you know, we're still finding our feet or whatever, it would be it would be a retread of the old.
This is a good move for him.
Really?
Yes, because all of the Eric July fans, they're the dumbest. Like all he needs to do is keep his fans that are left, that are like they're just trash people. He gives them something to repeat, like a cult.
He did it
so
on
he
purpose.
gets out.
He
Yeah,
did
he
it
did
on
it on
purpose.
purpose.
He did
And
it on
now
purpose.
we laugh at it, but it's the same. Like it's less laughing because we didn't catch it. He confessed it in a way. This is a win for him.
It's a win for him, maybe in the realm of
in every way. He's making trash. He's
Right.
raking in. I mean, he's going bankrupt no matter what.
Yeah,
like all the stupid crap. The Simpsons colored Japanime comic that he's making to fund
Gabriel and the Angels.
Gabriel in the Anus.
Gabriel in the
for
I forget what it's
Angel
called.
Studios.
Angel
scam.
Studios. He's a part of that now. He's publishing their Christian themed comics.
He's publishing their Christian themed advertisement for their fundraiser for an anime.
Yeah,
like that's not gonna keep the Rippaverse alive. He's just like the lying guy now. So,
but
he caught it before us. That's
he caught
the
it
win.
before us.
He caught it before us and said something and lied about it. Okay, you win.
So is that the Rippaverse strategy moving forward? Is
Yes.
he's just going to call out his own mistakes before anyone else can, and then we lose?
Yeah. That's the only way to do it.
I
when
spell
you're that.
gooding two different ways because gooding actually comes from a diverse background.
Yeah.
Where, you know, if he's on the East Coast, they would spell it with a
Yes.
Y. But if
Yes.
he's on the streets,
Exactly.
they'd shorten it, kind of like a... Let's see if he has anything else to say here.
Appreciate you guys so much for being customers of the Rippaverse.
Oh, you're
Please
welcome.
do your reviews for Bloodruth #1 as soon.
There's a whole bunch of black people here.
Blackbirth,
Wow.
#1.
We got
Wow.
2 wolves and...
Oh,
okay.
man, how do these black people hang around these dogs? That's what I want to know.
As you read
Must be quite a story.
through this lovely book by Jenna Sylvia Saska as well as Michael Montanak.
I'm very excited. You know what? Maybe it is, you know, he said it might be not good, but maybe some people will be like, well, it's kind of cool that you see the back of that lady.
What the...
Yeah. Well, he said, you know, I maybe it didn't work the way I wanted it to, but maybe you'll disagree is kind of what he's saying. So I imagine there will be some Rippaverse people who go, I actually do like that.
They will say that.
Yeah, they'll say it's interesting. It's bold.
Yeah, it's smart.
He's a smart guy.
Now he realizes that he's not a creator at all. He's just a bullshitter.
Mm.
So now he's filling the role. Now he's serving the.
Well,
now
if he's
bullshitter.
admitted that to himself, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been.
Because he spent a lot of time saying, you know, not everybody can be a businessman and a creative. Obviously, I can.
Yeah.
You're like, well, not really.
It takes a lot of work to beat that out of people.
Takes a lot of work to hire 2 witches and force them to write a comic book. We love this guy. Let's read a couple more super chats here.
Thanks,
Purple
Koof.
Possum for 20. Thank you, Koof. We all go into the big orb at the end, Vito. Start taking better drugs. See you boys at Hackamania. Austin for 20. Bloodruth, please and thank you. Well, you got it.
You
Johnny
got
Rocket
it.
for 5. 20 comics by April 2029, Vito. Episode 137. Well, I got a
37.
couple of years, so let's get it done. Tomato Head for 5. I watched a documentary about Icelandic birds of prey that threw frozen chunks to stun Mike. The locals called them ice huck hawks. Pretty neat.
Okay.
Pretty neat stuff.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Got a couple more super chats here. We got a lot of super chats here. Geeks for 2. You got to be Jane Goodall to understand, Vito. Chef Boyardale for 5. I'd ask dumb questions on Twitter, but you give half-assed late responses. Okay. Othin for 2. Riley tried to give us a tour, but it didn't work out.
Wait, what?
Geeks for 2 says cats all over. Doesn't really say mental health. I only have 2. I had 3, but what can you do? Royston for 2 Sniggly. Okay. Sniggly N-word.
Something with the N-word.
Bob's the man for 10. Thanks for the show.
Bob.
Chud Bronson for 20. Dick, please shit on Vito anytime he tries to show his comics. They'll never come out. I hope this money gets spent on $50
The shilling that was a very hard investment that we all made, and now it's paying off by being hypercritical. The shilling we all endured will pay off with the. I mean, it still hasn't even started paying off, in my opinion.
It's coming. It's coming. You guys are going to get to really nail me to the wall.
No, now it is. Now it is.
Congratulations. K Swindle for 5. Hell yeah, a long one like my girlfriend's boyfriend's member.
Whoa.
Geeks for 2. Eric exists to bark mantras for his sycophants. And Gary Smokes Oak for 2. Check if Vito is stinky or not. How we doing?
Today?
Yeah.
I think it's fine today.
Thank you.
Okay, are you ready? Oh, what's the game where we smash all the toys? I'm a man who tweets about the boys. What's in the box? You know you want it. So get on the scale or I smash it to shit. Oh, Vito's booty, Vito's booty, Vito's booty. La 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 la.
This is a big one, huh?
You know, I gotta find like a box in between because the little box only fits Funko Pops.
Yeah.
And this box
fits stuff
also
Funko
fits
Pops.
Funko Pops, but it's too big.
It could have 2 Funko Pops. Or you could have put 1 Funko Pop in there just to throw me off.
And I don't want to do the thing where it's like, here's the box, and you open it, and then like, oh, here, it's over here. It wouldn't fit. That's not really. No one would believe that. I wouldn't believe it.
You could put part of it in there or something and then have the rest of it elsewhere.
I would lie.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe it
All
if
right.
I was watching. Okay, but this is your. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be here? You got something pretty good here, Vito. I got something pretty good here. It's new. It's definitely a different size that wouldn't fit in the other box, which could mean a lot of things.
Okay.
But what it definitely means is it's not the size of the little box.
The pirate has been very surly today. I feel like he's got a lot of energy built up in him.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
He's mad I destroyed his problem about his beautiful hair. So why don't I give the pirate the chance to destroy something and bring him
Okay,
joy.
here you go. It is a, this shit.
Is that the spirits within?
What is this?
Okay, we can definitely destroy that.
What is it?
It's Gray Edwards from Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within.
What the fuck is that?
That was the Final Fantasy movie that bankrupted Square Enix. Or sorry, Square. It's why they became Square Enix.
So this is not good or good?
I mean, it's kind of cool. It's
move your papers.
Okay, I will move my papers. This is okay. Now he's duct taping it to the table because last time there was an issue with things moving. So I will keep my hands.
Good thing or not?
I don't think
you don't know if it's good. You want to look it up and see?
I can't imagine. I mean, maybe somebody would want this.
You don't want this?
You never
this?
saw the Final Fantasy movie?
No. What the? I saw the game. What do you mean the movie?
The movie. There was
none of the things being good
there
makes
were
a difference.
spirits within.
So you're saying this is, you know, this is bad, or you think it's bad?
It's very bad. The problem
this
is
toy is very bad. Or
I
you
mean,
think
I don't
it's
know.
Bad?
I think it's bad. Maybe it's worth
You don't
something.
want to know? It could be worth a lot of money.
You want me to
look it up?
Go on eBay. All right, I'll try to
look it up on your phone.
Okay, it is a Gray Edwards from the Spirits
It's Gray
Within.
Edwards.
Good old
Gray
Edwards. Let's take a look on eBay. Gray Edwards figure, everyone's favorite.
How much is it worth?
Final Fantasy.
How much is it worth?
This is a $200 item.
Is it really $200?
No, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, that would be too much.
Buy it now. $9.99.
Buy it now. $9.99?
$9.99. Oh God. Oh no! Oh, that's.
This piece of shit.
I mean, it's not like a. Dude, that thing! Get your hand off! Get your hand off the bucket!
I'm fine.
Get your
Fuck
hand
off.
off the box! You're gonna slice your fucking thumb off. I'm serious.
It's not even working.
I don't. It literally jumped. Take your hand off the fucking thing.
There.
Did you get through it?
See, I need a clamp.
And that's our good friend.
Did it work? Did the chainsaw work?
I don't know. It seems like it kind of worked.
Did it work?
Well, he's got that thing around his neck. Looks like you got through him there. Looks like we've got half an action figure here. That's a nice one. That's quality. That's that Japanese quality we've all come to love.
This is only $9.
Yeah, well,
it looks good.
It's
looked
a nice.
better
It's
than
a nice.
I thought this was a good thing because it was old.
Because it was old and big and Final Fantasy.
and it had yellow on it.
Yeah,
and it had your final. You were asking about Final Fantasy shit all week, so I thought it was a good thing.
Well, I mean, if you put the Final Fantasy Magic cards in here, now that would be a problem.
Well, I don't
anyway,
have those.
again, if any of you own a small game store and have the ability to contact distributors, I need to get these Magic cards. Guys, thanks for coming by the show. Don't forget to go to biggestproblem.show to vote on all the problems. Patreon.com/biggestproblem for a new bonus episode next week.
Look at that. His pants got all messed up.
You sawed through his leg. Look at that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. But it's still
I thought
on
it'd be
there.
better.
It's connected by
I thought the chainsaw would be better, to be honest.
I think you should take the figure out of the box and use the chainsaw next time.
Nah, that's too much. That's too much work. I just need a better clamp.
Dick, you cut my leg off, Dick.
I don't need another doll here.
Well, there you go, guys. Don't forget, we will be streaming some video games tonight.
Oh, shit. Everything got all messed up. Where was the last thing that recorded? Fucking explaining that planes have a rudder! That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. We
All
can pull the audio off YouTube.
I don't know if it's still going.
What did you end the show?
Is it muted?
No, because we were getting super chats. We would have got a super chat that said the audio's fucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Fuck! How did that happen?
I don't know. I thought you got a new computer.
I did.
Well, maybe if you spent less time complaining about what I'm doing, more time focused on yourself.